Minions of the Megaverse.
Cast out by the devil, I got fire in my bones. I'm burdened with the black heart and cursed wrong. Life of the sunshine, it's cold on my face. Forbidden fruit on my tongue, it's sweet to the taste. And you can try and kill me, try and gun me down.
What? Sorry, I was on mute. What's up, Foresiders? Welcome back to Minions of the Megaverse, our live weekly Savage Worlds Rifts game.
No, there's no coming back from it.
And today,
He'll be back shortly.
We lost our mind melter.
Looks like
again.
Baird's showing off his ass right now. The mind melter today will be played by Cora.
Ignore that. That's not normal.
There's a clip.
And so welcome back, Foresiders, to our live streamed Savage Worlds Rifts game, where we kill monsters and are traveling. Right now we're in Memphis, Tennessee, where we last left our characters. So here are our players. We have Kyle with his hatchling dragon.
Hey.
Way to look excited. Southern Dragon with his full conversion Borg. We got McTunda with his voodoo mystic.
Voodoo for you.
I got friends on the other side. We got Mavis Bacon playing her techno wizard.
Hey, dude.
And then we got Baron Nutsnboltz playing his mind melter.
All your base are belong to us.
So when we last left off, we had a dragon cannonball go into a Hellraiser. We had possessed Samuses doing kamikaze runs into also a Hellraiser. And Mavis was scared shitless and ran through an alley once and wrecked the car the one time she drove it.
Hey, that wasn't my fault. It was the gargoyle.
Every car crash ever.
This is why we can't have nice things.
Yes, because gargoyles.
So in the last battle, you guys managed to subdue two different groups of people. A coalition group that was assaulting the city, and also the poor, innocent, starving families of DBs that were fighting off the coalition horde. However, there was one survivor. His name was Marcus Jones. He was a pterodactyl that morphed back into a human after the battle, after he was knocked unconscious. And so far, he has been talking to you guys a little bit. You guys are still at that location, so the truck is on its side. Your ATV has been damaged. Cassandra is going to go with you guys to Marcus's town, because you guys are. I'd say it's about mid-afternoon, about 2 o'clock in the afternoon at this point. So, dark. You have a little bit of time before it turns dark. You guys want to do anything in this particular location, like salvage anything off the ATV?
So, Marcus, why was the coalition here with a strike force?
Like, I don't know. Like I said, I was eating dinner.
Bullshit. They don't send a coalition strike force out here. Patrol's one thing, but this is a strike force. This is an intended target. So, why were they really here?
You have to ask my superior. Like I said, I'm a little bit half in the know on actually what happened. Remember, I was at home when I turned.
This is
so.
why they're the underdog resistance, because they don't tell each other what's going on.
Um,
Here's a gun, go there.
That is really
Don't
why
worry
you
about
can't
it.
have nice things.
So how is it that you gain? How do you learn from your other persona what happened?
I'd have to look through a mirror. Basically, I have a mirror that I can look in and speak with them.
Great. Hold on for a sec. I walk over to the busted truck, kick the mirror off the side. The side mirror, walk back. I'm like, float up to him. I go, ask.
Hold it up to him. Oh, with your mind, you mean?
Yes.
So you're walking up to him like, look, this, and there's just like a hovering mirror because you have no arms.
Yeah.
The mirror just ripped off and flew in front of his face. He's like,
Like, ask. Why was the coalition here? What were they looking for?
Also, you still have him. Oh no, I don't know. I can't remember if you let him down.
I put it down on his feet.
Okay, gotcha. I was wondering because he kind of pissed you off last time. But he
Who
said,
is that girl I see?
Just remember, if I don't like your answers, I'm gonna throw you over the city.
So, can the dragon and I try and flip over the ATV?
it weighs.
TV.
Yeah, the
Y'all were
ATV
coming
weight.
with me to salvage the big duder.
The big duder, huh?
The Hellraiser.
Dude that we cannonballed.
I
The-
was going
Dragon.
back. I was going with to see what's left over after that small explosion, and because it was booby trapped. Remember?
Yeah.
It was booby trapped. The ATVs, even if you could get it upright, the tire bottom chassis is all three tires are pretty much melted down to the core, and the axles are done. So you'd have to. It's a lost cause at this point. You do have some radio equipment inside. You have a couple of flyers you might want to grab there, Ton. Anything else you guys might want to grab from the ATV?
Can we really call them flyers? At this point, they're three-fold pieces of paper.
Yeah, they're just empty pieces of paper at this point. So while you're doing that, he kind of steps to the side and kind of starts looking in the mirror. And you see him kind of having a conversation with the mirror. So that'll take a little bit of a second. What are you guys each doing in the interim?
I'm going to salvage the big dude.
Yep, I'm going with Mavis.
Because I entirely forgot what that was technically called, so I'm gonna just call him the big dude.
So you just see Mavis and Palpatine start walking towards the direction of where the Hellraiser landed.
Yo, I'll be right back.
I go to make sure there's no more bugs.
To the city, you're gonna do just a quick sweep.
Yeah.
Okay, so you got on patrol. Tunda, what are you doing?
I'm just patrolling around, kind of looking around. At this point, I'm just like, yeah.
You do notice that about probably 30 or 40 feet behind the ATV, there is a body of a gargoyle lord that does have amulets and whatnot on it. That might be worth. Yeah.
All right, we'll take a look then.
Okay. Baron, what are you doing?
I'm
Did you just
waiting
say
for
the
this dude
body
to have
of
a
a
finish his
gargoyle lord?
conversation with his mirror.
Mirror on what's left of the truck. It's the fairest of them all.
I do head over and I grab a couple of things from the ATV, and then I head over to the body of the gargoyle lord.
Okay. What did you grab from the ATV, or do you want to say what they were?
A couple of things for a ritual.
All right.
No, I'm concerned.
Don't be concerned. It
Um,
doesn't
Not the
concern
target.
you.
Yeah. So, as you're sweeping around Southern, what you notice is you managed to salvage about 3 or 4 coalition sidearm pistols.
Ooh.
And you chop the rest of the rifles in half, but you can grab the E-clips off of them. So you grab about 4. Let's say about. Hold on. You managed to salvage 1 working E-clip out of the rifles.
You're not very good at this, are you?
No, it's just he's chopped them in half. He chopped them in half because he put the sword through most of the coalition troopers. The rest of them were melted. And then while you guys are walking over, you head over to the gargoyle Tunda. So I'm going to go to you first. As you look over at it, it's laying on its back. You do notice a few of the amulets. How are you searching this guy? Are you just kind of? You can see he has about two long necklaces.
So I try to roll knowledge mysticism on them. See if there's anything that is magical or
They are
about them.
They are.
Okay.
One of them is a amulet of force field. Basically, the spell force field. So when you activate it, it's a Techno Wizard device. The other one's a PPE battery with it has 30 power points, 30 PPE.
Ooh. I gather.
All right. So you guys are still walking out there because it's going to take you a little while to get out there, like probably about 15 minutes to walk out toward because you're as Palpatine and you're walking. Baron, you. He knows nothing, but he is everything. I was like. Anyway. Yeah. Anyway, so Baron, he walks back over. He goes, "Okay, so apparently they were here for some sort of a subject, somebody that was part of our resistance that was either an informant or at least important. So he was working on something. It didn't really clarify, but that's the only thing we gleaned off of it. We were actually going out scouting for supplies, and then we were ambushed but I agree with you that they wouldn't commit 2 Special Forces Samuses and a Hellraiser to fight a bunch of rebels.
Exactly.
That's the largest force we've ran into. I would recommend that if you guys would be willing to, the leader of our little troop, probably be able to shed more light on it.
All right.
Not here.
All right. Well, I'm gonna make a pass of the city on my wingboard, and I'm gonna use my detect Arcana at will to see if anything pings on my magic radar.
Dink dink. The only thing besides your fellow teammates, no, not really. No, it's just it's a standard city. You don't pick up any Arcana. Oh, gotcha. You don't pick up anything, just off of a gleaming. If there is anything here, it's masked.
All right.
So me, I just look up and finger gun.
Yeah, so you guys, that's exactly, because maybe you're flying over the top of, as you're passing by, you're flying over the top of Kyle and Mavis, and they kind of look up and like.
What'd you
You
So
missed it.
yeah, so Kyle and Mavis, you guys arrive at the Hellraiser. It is still smoking, pretty charred. Any of the superfluous weaponry that's up here is melted.
when we come over the hill and see it, I just say, like I said, it was booby trapped.
How was it booby trapped?
The missiles exploded when I got close.
How can I tell if he's fibbing?
Yeah, you could probably
persuasion check.
roll yourself a.
Is he
yeah,
fibbing though?
Not
To
really.
the best of his knowledge, it's booby trapped.
No, he's fibbing. He's blatantly he knew it exploded when he tried to pull a missile out.
How do
Yeah.
I check?
Oh,
Be a
did you roll?
persuasion roll for
Yeah,
me?
it'd be a persuasion roll for you, and then.
Ooh, I have good persuasion.
But you're Mavis. You're gonna roll a. Hold on.
3.
See which skill you guys would use. Oh, I have the damn
I
thing
have
right here.
persuasion. It's spirit.
Rolls real quick.
Oh, hey, in this game, unlike Fridays, there's actually an ability called non-lethal damage. When you do a non-lethal drag, it doesn't kill stamps.
Damn.
Damn is right.
Oh, poor guys.
I'm gonna have you roll a investigation check, Mavis, to counter this,
No.
or smarts if you don't have investigation.
I have investigation. Yes. I'm supposed to be a playoff of Sombra. Of course, I have investigation.
Krigor, real men always go lethal.
Is it plus a wild die?
Yes, both of you guys have
Okay.
plus a wild die,
So that's a 5.
but you don't add the wild die. You just take the higher of the 2 rolls.
That was a 5.
Okay. What'd you get? Kyle?
37.
3.
Okay, so he's blatantly lying. Through your investigation, looking at his facial tics, because he's young and he's not really experienced at lying, but also you can see the
old
you can
Palpatine's face.
you can clearly see the missing missile out of the launcher off the shoulder. That
You know how he's lying? Palpatine's smiling. He's
Yeah,
like, "You
it
weird,
was
you
booby
trap."
trap.
Gahar is his booby trap. Yeah, so as you guys get up to it, it's smoking, not hot to the touch. It's just, blackened and smoking because it took a small city buster missile. It's,
I'm gonna scramble up, look down at the empty missile slot, and look up at him. Booby trapped, huh? That's what I
You're
thought.
It is exactly as I planned.
You expected me to figure it out.
All
I'm gonna
right.
get to salvaging.
Okay, so the getting the cockpit open's a little bit difficult, but with some of Kyle's assistance, you managed to pry it open.
The moment it opens, dude, this guy's fried.
Well, the guy's actually died of blunt force trauma.
So there's meat paste inside, pretty much.
Yeah, no, he died of blunt force trauma from the impact.
Anyone
So
see my ears? Ew.
yeah, he's in a coalition flight suit. So basically, like a one kind of like a Ghostbusters outfit, but with the coalition
Jumpsuit.
markings on it. Jumpsuit. Yeah, overalls. The volume what?
Bring your volume down a little bit.
My volume down?
And OBS, bring your volume down a little bit for your mic. Everybody else bring up a little.
I'll just bring you guys up and then that's a little better. Okay, nobody talks now.
We're going up with 3/4 saying.
Okay. All right. So you managed to look in. You see numerous parts in here. What are you focusing on? One. Not really much weaponry left. That's on the outside.
I'm hoping maybe
Doop-a-doop-a-doo.
to construct like a makeshift like hover car of some kind,
Not off of a power armor, but
or something for travel.
that wouldn't be very likely. You could probably use some parts on it to add to
Come on,
something
we
else.
can make a chicken walker.
Yeah, we can make a walker. I
Uh,
will salvage the legs and make a walker.
the nuclear
no
reactor
walks, we're
is
good.
still functional, so that part's good. The legs are still intact, but you'd have to basically gerrymander it to make it stand up. It's not a function. Well, I guess
As I fly over, can I tell them like, "Hey guys, mind the mini nuke that's that's attached to the arm. If you fuck that up, you're gone."
I got
And I
it.
fly back over to everybody else to get away from mini nuke range.
I'll scramble over to the mini nuke, see if I can disarm and salvage.
When I see you're going towards something that looks roughly like a missile, I back away.
yeah, you're instantly leery of it.
Be
Okay.
careful, booby traps.
From what you can tell, this thing's taken a lot of damage. Getting it functional will take probably about a week.
So we don't have that time.
At least as far as getting it to walk. And even then it wouldn't carry well, it would have everybody up on the shoulder. But it would yeah, there was a lot of damage to this thing. It took a city buster missile.
Okay,
I'm
so
gonna piss off the coalition with what I'm doing. Oh, sorry. What's going on?
With what you're doing.
so it would probably be best to try and like see if our rebel buddies can give us something instead, huh?
Yeah, most likely. Yeah, and also you would probably be able to salvage smaller components. What you could carry. That's the problem, is you're limited to what you could carry, because you don't have a vehicle to put stuff in.
Yeah, I'll go
Any
through.
old pickup trucks around town?
You managed to find a couple
Okay.
that are semi intact. Yeah, laying in rubble or near rubble.
All right.
Yeah, I'll just.
So all
I'll
I
just
need
pick
is
up
the
some
back
certain
end, really, of the truck. A pull trailer, because I figure we could just took some chains to Brad, and he can walk.
Excuse me?
parts.
I'm already your fucking lantern.
No, it is.
You're
the
a headlight.
I know. I'm saying we hooked it, and then we could put the Hellraiser parts in the back of the trailer. It has wheels, so we can then pull it. I
So-
cannot pull a fucking Hellraiser in the back of a truck, but you, sir, you can.
So
Circuit
right now
Palpatine.
he's a lantern. He's okay. So officially now we have a heavy machinery Swiss Army knife
Yep.
named Nitro.
He's a Swiss Nitro. There's a little to everything. Hey, when shit hits the fan, you need a Nitro.
What I can tell you,
Marketing
Mavis,
that right now.
what I can tell you, Mavis, is from this thing that the parts that are useful would be the internal electronics for numerous other sensory equipment, targeting
To
equipment.
be fair,
So,
Brad. To be fair, Brad, it's not like I tried to make you be the car battery, okay? It's not like we didn't jump cables to your chest and be like, start it.
you know that the
Don't
new,
jump the
wire
cables to the nipples, please.
Didn't we wire him to something last week?
The lantern.
the lantern, yeah, the global
No,
daylight
but wasn't
lantern.
there something
Yeah, we
else
Tony
last week?
Starked him.
No, we wired him to something last week, guys.
Or maybe did you just wire the radio to him?
Yeah.
No?
Yeah, that was it.
Oh yeah.
Right now he's been a lantern, a radio, and now he's going to be a tow
He
truck.
gets AM, FM, and satellite radio.
God.
Yeah,
There's
I'm
no
mostly just
satellite.
gonna.
XM
I'm mostly just
Nitro.
gonna get-
Nitro XM radio.
So yeah, maybe the other thing would be that would be useful would be any of the external like the blade weapons. Like there's a large blade on one arm that you might want to grab. The mini nuke definitely useful. Could be used as a bomb. Not much salvageable as far. It was inside the chassis, so you pried it open. But the MDC plating, you probably can't. You wouldn't be able to take it all because this thing weighs a shit ton. So as far as what you could haul. You'd probably be able to take a couple of plates of the big MDC armor because that's pretty thick armor, even though it's taken some damage. And then like the melee weapons, there is one of the missiles left as well, which is the big fucking missile. However, taking it out is a delicate matter, as the dragon has learned.
Yes.
So while you guys are all doing this, you guys see a very bright light come from where the gargoyle has been.
Okay.
As I pour the entire PPE battery I just got into this ritual to reincarnate him as a zombie.
Oh god.
Well, we got our travel. Yeah.
Oh my god.
I'm sorry,
Okay.
I'm sorry. What was that? What was that? We can't take all the plating. I'm pretty sure that zombie can carry it.
Hey, Brad, guess what? You don't have to pull the truck anymore.
Yay!
We just need the jumper box.
So
has-
I'm gonna-
Yeah, it has equivalent
have a-
strength to him. Yeah.
I have a different plan, if that's okay.
Okay.
Mm.
All right.
Nitro, unfortunately, you will still have to pull the truck.
Why,
I would like to make
why?
this. I would like to make this mission coalition free.
Mission coalition free.
You don't want to use any of the scrap stuff.
No, I'd like to send my buddy, who can fly and is under my control for half a day with the 30 PPE that I put in there.
Have him carry the nuke.
Yep, I would like him to carry the nuke
Oh,
Right in-
oh,
right- right into El Dorado.
El Dorado.
I like that thinking.
Take him longer than half a day to fly to El Dorado. St.
Uh,
Louis.
Zach, I got El Dorado is the same distance from where we're at. From
Let's see. Hold on. I'm looking at the map. Wait, I should probably look at the right map.
So, like Godzilla meets Kamikaze Pilot.
what they didn't tell you about Godzilla, he's very reactive.
Oh god.
Very reactive. What?
That took you a moment there.
Yeah, it did. It did take me a second on that one. There's the map. Okay. Sorry, I had to
To
bring
be
it
fair,
up.
he was looking at something else.
All right. Guess I'm gonna put it on the stream. That'll be easier. Okay, so let's bring up the map. Badoop. And that's not the map. Fuck. Oop, there we go. There's the map.
He's like, and porn.
Yeah, you're right. You guys are actually closer to Fort El Dorado than you would be. Okay.
Sweet.
You just say go and drop like kamikaze this thing into Fort El Dorado.
Farm the nuke and send that fucker in.
Yep.
Go say hello.
God.
right.
As I look to you, Mavis, and go.
I,
I'm not
Now.
a resident. I don't know nukes very well, but I need you to put that on about an 8-hour timer.
did you come out of town to find me? Because I still haven't detached it from the armor.
You just fly over the gargoyle, and she's like, ah!
Yep.
What the
that's
fuck? Oh, okay. I'll see what I can do.
It's like-
I'm gonna work on disengaging the nuke from the armor.
Oh, and I basically give you an empty PPE battery and go, whenever you can fill this. That'd be
Ooh, thank you.
30 PPE. That's yeah. Well, you can
Yeah.
actually fill it.
I
pump your
probably
P-
could. I just like that.
He wants it back.
Yeah, I did ask for it back. Well, actually, you know what?
She's over there. She's like, hee hee ha ha ha. I got a battery. You're like, no, I need.
Yeah,
to fill.
that thing alone would power a rather large techno wizard device.
I feel, you could hand it to me, and I could just set unlimited power and charge it up.
Yeah, it's literally the size of like a small bowling ball. Yeah. So when you hand it to Mavis is like, ooh.
I am the happiest little techno wizard in the world.
I need that back though.
Ah, man. Fine, but can I play with it?
Sure.
Yay.
So Marcus says my town's roughly about an hour's walk from here. So whenever you guys wanna leave, I'd recommend getting in before dark.
What type of after dark nasties do you have out here?
Well, it's riffs, so we tend to have
What's
meta
riff?
shit. What's riff? Is there a riff nearby?
Well, you've been on this earth before, so you probably know it's a lot. But we're near the Federation of Magic, so there's a lot of nasties out there. Pretty much all the wildlife wants to eat you.
Federation of Magic isn't good for me either.
They don't send really many patrols over towards the Memphis area, but you know, passerbyers, marauders as well. There's not really many marauders between here and my hometown, but going forward, you probably might see some.
Cador, what do I roll to disengage the nuke?
That's gonna be
Dexterity.
MacGyver. Your MacGyver skill, probably.
Yeah.
What was?
I don't know what that skill is.
Okay, so the MacGyver skill.
I probably figured it'd be in
my
their
MacGyver
smarts,
is
right?
an edge. It's an edge. So
yeah.
it doesn't list the skill.
It's
I
not
was
actually
just
skill.
looking at that.
Yeah, it's gonna be. Go with the repair skill.
Okay, I'm good at that.
I'd hope so. You're a techno wizard.
I repair all the things.
Ooh, wow,
What does
that's
this wire
exploded.
do? Nuke activated. Huh. What's this wire do? Nuclear launch detected.
About all your guys' bennies are refilled, by the way.
That is a total of 14.
Oh yeah, so you managed to disengage the nuke. It is too big for you to carry, but I don't know, Tunda, are you walking the gargoyle over there, or are you just flying it? Are you going over with it? Are you just going to surprise the fuck out of her with the gargoyle?
Oh, I'm
behind
going
her?
over with it.
Okay.
Surprise, motherfucker!
You
I'll
see
be
Tunda?
like, voodoo, motherfuckers! Look what I can do.
Isn't it his head kind of like, I don't know, what happened when the Samus hit it from orbit?
Actually, it damaged it and it smoldered it a little bit, but the actual damage was to the inner thigh, because of Southern's little attack that he did. Managed to take him out. So he actually just has a burst femoral artery. There's dried blood. That's about.
So, what? Just by eyeballing the nuke, I'm guessing upon impact of anything, it's gonna go off.
Once you arm it, yeah, you have to. If you want to arm it while he's flying, and if he takes a little bump, zombies aren't exactly dexterous.
Drop fumbles it.
I'm gonna look over to Remy. Just you're going to have him fly fairly high up and then go straight down on this target, right? Just saying. It's the safest way to actually not hit anything ahead of time.
Because
Like
if he
a
nicks it,
bird.
if he hits a bird, like if he pulls a Captain Sully, then it's gonna just cause a nuclear explosion in the middle of the sky, or a
Giant
tree.
EMP.
So you might want to give your zombie
tree in the
instructions
sky,
there,
huh?
Tunda.
Yeah,
Oh
do
well,
you
it depends on how high he is.
Do you think that can work on the? Like, make it fly super high.
I will make him fly super high.
Okay. I will motion to have him like have the zombie pick it up, and I will arm it once it's picked up.
Yeah, see, roll me another repair ability. To bypass any coalition safeguards. Yeah, don't roll bad on this.
Oh no, this is
Just so you know.
no. That's an 11.
I love how trusting you all are that you're letting the Techno Wizard fiddle with a nuclear bomb.
I'm a decent amount away.
I'm over at the town.
Let
Yeah, you're.
And I don't know this. I'm still.
This is a nuke.
This is my own plan. It's fine.
So you saw a bright flash and party wipe.
One way for it to happen.
Mini nukes don't do that big of an explosion. Trust me. I did a full nuclear explosion underneath the mountain. Didn't do much of nothing.
It's true.
That was an 11. So.
Okay. You manage to arm it. The zombie looks at you, Tunda, and like waiting for instructions. Like.
Don't shake it.
So I
Instructions.
basically give it the instructions and it still understands.
I look
me.
at Marcus. I was like, I apologize to them. I was assigned to them.
You were
Babysitting this group of children can be much at times.
Hey.
But the voodoo guy, he's pretty good.
I was like, I
Hey.
send you a telepathic message. I'm about to nuke El Dorado.
That's you
All
get
right.
that. Like,
I-
never
You
mind.
get in your head.
No, I could go good or bad.
I'll flash thumbs up with the go.
Okay, so what instructions do you give it?
I put a pamphlet on it, and then I fly it over.
Yeah, because you're gonna be able to read that.
Yeah, it's gonna vaporize on impact.
There's nothing on the pamphlet. It's a piece of paper.
It is right now. It's just a piece of paper.
It's got a really big middle finger drawn on it.
It says voodoo right next to middle finger.
Oh, it's in crayon, like just voodoo. Okay, so he takes off. You see a whoosh of the wings, and then you see him flying off in the direction of El Dorado. Kind of give him general directions. Just look for a big
I just
fort.
tell him to fly where. So I basically know where the direction of El Dorado is.
Yep.
I say fly. Because
Okay.
by the time I'm calculating there based on my character that it would take approximately about this many hours to get there.
Mhm.
So basically, he's either gonna make it or get blown up in the air. Something's gonna happen.
Yeah.
And
Either way,
then-
the coalition aren't going to be looking for this task force. They'll be going.
If
"Oh,
for
the-
some reason
just
I
use the
can
nuke."
still feel that in 6 hours, which I'm approximately assuming that's how long it's gonna take him to get there. If I still have the connection to him, then I sever the connection, which means he falls and the nuke falls too.
Okay, so you'll randomly nuke a spot between
Hover
that.
over the city.
If
Okay.
my calculations are correct.
All right.
Nice.
So that happens. He flies off in that direction. And you guys start prying stuff off the Hellraiser, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna finish up like getting electronics, the general goodies that'll help me in future. Like
I'm looking at some of these parts.
repairing
I'm
Brad.
like,
Oh,
looking
I
at-
look at
looking
I
at
look at the
Brad. I'm
technical-
like, we could probably graft some of that stuff on you and actually trick you out a little bit more.
Want some bigger legs?
So am I back then? Because last I knew I was just going around.
Yeah, you're actually, as you did your sweep around town, you actually ran into the Baron and Marcus, because Marcus is walking around with the Baron, because nearby.
Okay.
And so you ran
So
to him,
you're
and,
saying
and
Nitro.
the Baron's eyeballing this old, like, Chevy Love pickup. Like, he's like, I could make that into a wagon for the Borg.
I'm just I just like hold up like an armor
like,
piece.
you know,
I mean,
these-
do you think
these-
this would work on Nitro?
Like these mounting brackets would connect to his hips perfectly.
You could
He'd
you
be
could
like
jury
a
rig some.
centaur, but like a car tar.
Palpatine could do it.
Tar. There you
Technically, Palpatine could do it. Technically, he could hold it.
Send car.
I'm stronger. I think I'm stronger than the Borg, actually.
He is.
See,
Yeah,
you hook it up to the old crippled man. You're all you see is Bear on the back with like no arms with a whip. Just
Just
yeah,
over your body.
yeah.
Unlimited power.
He's jokingly doing it, and then he accidentally whips it. The dragon just breaks out. Like, what the?
Holy shit.
I'll keep going.
All right, so well, you managed to get the truck separated. You have the wheels intact. It's mostly on rims, but it's fully works for what you're the
Alright.
purpose you're trying to do.
I
Basically
tear
made a
the
sled.
cab off and everything. Yeah.
Hmm?
The back tires there, so you can roll. So Brad or Palpatine can just grab the frame, pick it up, and move with it.
Yeah, you basically took the two main mounts going along the bottom of the truck. You pick it up like a wheelbarrow, basically,
Yep.
and pull it. Okay, so you grab that and you probably super TK it over, assuming, to them.
Why? Hey, Brad, can you grab this and let's take it up to them? We gotta load it up.
We
We gotta get the parts and back to the town before nightfall. After that,
Why?
some nasty shit's gonna come out. So,
Yeah.
well, we kind of killed his friends, and then freaking Voodoo Man over here turned his friend into a zombie and is flying him off to certain death. We kind of owe the guy.
Certain
Yeah.
death.
I remember reading about this story about this old sorcerer that kind of did the same thing to one of his friends. He revived a dragon. So
But
Hey,
Aijwame, you're basically turning me into a car. I now have headlights, a radio, and a rickshaw.
I'm not permanently
You need the rice patty hat just to complete the picture. I mean, come on.
So, I'm loving what you're doing with the 2054 Nitro. It's a fantastic car.
2054
I was gonna say.
Yes. The Chevy Nitro.
So next thing we need to do is get like a antenna ball and just stick it on top of his head.
Oh, it's got to be one of them Jack in the Box ones.
Dude, I think by the end of this campaign, Nitro's gonna be covered in bumper stickers. I
He's
swear
gonna be
to
a
God.
transformer essentially. It sounds like.
You should
Wow.
just
he's
get a
gonna be
bumper
covered
sticker
in
from a.
sponsorship, so-
No, better. We'll just paint him to look like a NASCAR vehicle. He'll just have all these sponsors on him.
I'm still
He
gonna
makes
stick a
money
bumper
by running
sticker.
missions. He's like,
It says Tomorrow Legion sideways in graffiti, you know.
yeah.
A tribal tattoo for no reason, you know.
Still gonna include a bumper sticker that says "Nice Butte."
Yeah. So as you guys are like prying stuff off, you see like Palpatine going up and going and just literally tearing off pieces of armor while you're taking the arc welder, the blowtorch, and kind of cutting through parts to get it loose, that kind of thing. So he's pulling it
Totally
up. And then
grabbing
you're-
it while it's still red hot too. Just
Yeah, you just grab. Ow, ow. And then you see
immune to fire. It feels good.
you see the remainder of the group coming up with Brad with a rickshaw, basically.
I'd say you can tell that Brad doesn't look happy, but since he has no facial emotions being around, he's just like clink, 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 clink.
Colors of
clink,
his eyes are just a really angry color.
He walks.
Still blue.
He wheels it over and sets it down. He's like, you know.
I'm like,
So-
"All
Upside
right,
down, just drops it like.
Whatever.
no, I need you to back it up to the Hellers. We're gonna get that up inside of it. So
I'm
you-
gonna be carrying this for how long? You can't back it up for 2 minutes.
Never
They're
learned how to
like
drive.
an old married couple here. This is
I'm like, I
awesome.
get Brad. I'm like, oh, I would love to do that. I walk over, stand between the things. Oh, look, no arms. Walk out.
That hasn't stopped you before.
I'm gonna just keep salvaging like these.
How many just bursts out cackling? Just
While you're doing that, Kyle, you're kind of looking around, grabbing pieces off the ground too. You managed to salvage a Coalition Samus helmet. That was the skull.
okay. Yeah, it was like I hide it from the Baron.
You don't see this. No arms.
It's always like, do all the helmets
You
do
don't know
this?
Me last time. You just thought that's what the helmets do.
Yeah, so I'm like, so they're watching the helmet, like waiting.
Yeah,
I look over and I crush it.
Boy, these things are faulty.
I look at Baron, who's wearing a helmet. And I'm like, wow, you got a good helmet. These ones have been horrible.
Well, this is a Triax helmet. That's a Coalition helmet.
They're made to collapse.
Coalition sucks.
So it's like Stormtrooper armor then.
So Mavis, you managed to
Exactly.
salvage 3 plates, large plates of from the shin and upper thigh of this Hellraiser that are pretty thick armor.
Sweet.
They're about 25 MD each.
Wow.
Dang.
Fucking tough. You managed to salvage the blade, so it's this gigantic 3-pronged blade. If you ever,
So we're gonna use it to make tower shields for me and the Borg then, right?
so just to kind of give you an idea,
Super
if you
hot,
look at
and we're
the
gonna attach them to your scales.
if you look at the
You're gonna be
stream,
Deathwing by the time we're done.
if you look at the stream, the picture,
Oh,
the
great. You
picture
want
of
to make
its
him
on its left
Deathwing, but
arm,
you want to make me into a truck.
that blade, you managed to salvage that.
You're Chevy
Hey,
Nitro.
hey, why you get mad, Nitro? Optimus Prime was a truck. Okay, be Optimus Prime.
You also did salvage its head.
Yeah, but Megatron was a tank.
No, he was a handgun. The tank is bullshit.
Tank was not
It was a
bullshit.
handgun.
There was such. So maybe you managed to salvage the head of the Hellraiser as well. So the forearm blade, 3 plates of the armor, and then the head. Those are pretty much all the parts you can get. But the head does have all of the optics and the targeting sensors in it. Very, very effective stuff to have.
The
How big
moment
is the head? Is it about the same size as Brad's? I mean, maybe we could transplant the head.
Oh no, it's way bigger than Brad. Like the
Oh.
head. The head is from his chest
Bobblehead
up.
mode.
Like it's a.
Okay.
He'd be a bobblehead.
He has tons of awesome sensors. He's like, I see everything.
Poke him
It's like
gently.
dirt.
Shot in the face a lot.
So you managed to load all that into the truck, what's left of the truck, and then you guys have to kind of decide who's going to be pulling it, because you guys are going roughly about, let's say about 5 miles. And nobody's volunteering at all.
Nitro, buddy, pal.
What you paying me?
I'll lean
I'll
over.
give you
and pat
1,000
up.
credits.
That's basically a cab ride.
Yeah.
I'll pat him on the arm. I'll upgrade your arm.
I look at the board and say, I'll carry it halfway, or you carry the first half, I'll carry the second half. Is our NPC still with us? I feel like he looked really weirdly at Palpatine.
Yeah, Marcus. Yeah, he he saw you revert back down when he woke up. Oh no, actually, you did that before he woke up. No,
I reverted before because I didn't want to scare the shit out of him. Yeah, he doesn't know I'm a dragon.
Yeah, so you see that Palpatine walk over, grab the 2 brackets, and lift it up and start pulling it. he's all hunched over, super pale and wrinkly. Marcus is like, "Are you guys in the habit of having your elderly pull the wagon?"
He's a stiff old coot. He's got it.
So payment up front.
Stiff old
Stiff
coot.
upper lip. You know what I mean.
I'm like, he did it. Sorry, bro. Walk off.
He did it. What?
I'm only carrying it halfway though.
Palpatine is
you're gonna have to pay for it.
He offered to pay half. He offered to carry for half.
I
not the
carry for
whole
half. I want half the money. Yeah, no, like I want half that money.
Okay, so you guys, is there anything else you guys want to grab from this area?
Yep. Let's get our butts back in town.
I give Nitro 1,000 credits. I'm like, it's up to you if you're sure or not. I made the deal with you.
So fine. I start
Okay.
grabbing it.
All right, so you guys start heading that direction. After about, I'd say about.
Is anybody riding in it?
I'm sitting on the head.
I'm sitting
on
like,
the head.
right behind you. Like my feet are kicked up on your shoulder.
I'm flying.
I am
You're on your
perched
wingboard?
up on the Hellraiser's head,
Yeah.
just like, yay!
Thunder, are you walking?
I'm riding.
Riding on it. So everybody's riding on the back.
Everybody but the one person. I was going to start like going over every bump if he was riding.
Actually, yeah, you might not want to do that because the other thing you did manage to salvage was one of those large missiles.
Yeah.
That's why I'm flying.
I'm sitting as far away from the missile as I can.
You can't tell if it's flight worthy, like if the warhead's active or not active. The warhead will work.
It's active. I'm like, and new characters.
I was relatively okay. These guys would be screwed.
So yeah, you guys are heading over to as you guys kind of crest the ridge, you guys are going over the river. So you guys have now gone over the Mississippi into Memphis. So you guys are over the Mississippi now. There was a bridge. And then roughly about, I'd say about a mile and a half from that, basically, is a small town. You can see it has pretty high walls that are made out of steel and concrete, with barbed wire up on the top of it. About 3 sentry posts in the circumference of it, and 3 entrances. So it's not a small town. It's probably, roughly, you can tell this is probably a city of probably about 5,000 or 6,000 people.
Where's the earth-shattering kaboom?
Yeah.
Can I roll a general knowledge smarts to see if I can tell which side these people are on? Would they be mad at us for having these parts?
Are there coalition troopers standing on the guard? Probably not. So we're good.
Yeah, you never know.
Yeah, you can. You can try. You can try and roll it. Go for it.
Oh, cool. Oh, cool. My wild die exploded. Yay. That's a 7.
Okay. All right. So you successfully determine the fact that based on what Marcus has told you and based on the people that you see on the guard posts from the outside of the walls, you can tell this is a fairly neutral town when it comes to DBs, magic users. They'd probably be welcoming.
Sweet.
But that's based on what you can tell, especially since Marcus is not exactly human.
Sweet.
Really?
And there was a gargoyle lord. Yeah, Marcus is actually he's walking alongside basically.
All right.
Marcus walks up to the gate and he waves to them and they're like, "We're your friends." He's like, "I found him on the outskirts."
Just at this point, I'm the one pulling the wagon, so That's
Yeah.
This old man's pulling the wagon.
Brad
says,
sitting in back like, this is kind of nice.
Yeah, Mark.
Casually tuning up.
How much do you? I forgot how much do you weigh, Brad?
I don't think we ever figured that out, actually.
Yeah, I would say yeah.
Shit ton.
Yeah. So anyway, you guys managed to get in the gates. As you guys are inside the gates, the guards are like, there are no weapons allowed. We'll receive them back. They have lock boxes for you, so there's a big bin you can put weaponry into. I said you'll get it upon your leaving town. They're kind of eyeballing the Borg, like they see the gigantic mini railgun that's on your back. They're like, no weapons allowed in town. We don't want any shootouts. Sidearms are allowed. Only sidearms.
What about what about smite?
That's okay. I'm unarmed.
Actually,
Like-
they think anything of the plastic-looking lightsaber that I have just hanging.
Nope, they wouldn't give a shit about it.
Okay.
What about my Derringer?
Derringer's a sidearm. You're fine. Your sword is also fine. Melee weapons are fine. Your rifle, on the other hand, your mini missile, your mini railgun launcher, also the missile in the back of the truck. They're probably a little bit leery.
Yeah. Oh, cool.
Could be,
So I
could
can
be a
keep.
nuke.
Cool. I can keep my
Scams.
only 2 weapons then, because I have a flaming sword and my Derringer taser. Sweet.
They kind of look at Tunda and they're like, they can't really tell if you have a weapon because there's bones everywhere.
There's no weapon here, man. Only voodoo.
Like, oh, okay. He's kind of crazy.
I'm gonna lean over.
I'm not crazy. I'm just enlightened.
Hey, y'all don't judge. Y'all don't judge. He saved our butts a couple of times. Just
So
saying.
they take your they ask you for your mini railgun. Like,
Well, I figured I'd stay out here with the truck if they don't like the missile.
okay, so you pull that off the side. They have a little
You
like
just pull the
area.
missile off and just stand there holding the missile, waiting.
He's like, you better hope my arms don't get tired.
Okay, and they also they're like, looks like you saw some action, or you guys salvaged something, but just tell the old man to wheel it. They're looking at it really weird, like tell the old man to wheel it over here.
Yep, I wheel
He's
it
tough.
over there.
Okay, and they take it over to a small like garage area, and they said, "Welcome, Jonesboro."
Cool.
Good work, old man. Appreciate it.
Hey, did Nitro give me half the gold or half the credits?
That's up to
Oh,
him.
yeah.
I will. Sometime.
So from what you can tell, this used to be a suburb town. It's been rebuilt. So picture like an old historic district. A bunch of brick buildings that have been, if there was sections missing from the wall, they've been rebuilt. So you see kind of patchwork, brick, but it's all looks actually really well kept. So that's basically what you can tell. There's a city center. So as you guys go towards the middle, there's like an open square, like a roundabout that there's no vehicles in, but there's a lot of shops and people peddling their wares and whatnot. There's a couple of bars nearby. You see, a couple of people in bars that are fist fighting in a ring. You guys kind of peek in the door.
I want to go get in the fist fighting ring with them.
I hide myself amongst the junk, make myself look like a deactivated robot or something.
Okay, the guards like,
Stop your eyes.
because you're standing basically. This garage is near there's a bunch of like mechanics and stuff working on vehicles and maintaining cars and stuff like that near too. So I mean, so you're just kind of sitting over there powering down.
Well, I'm not going to actual power down, but I'm just going to make this look like just a pile of
LED in the eyes
junk.
turn off.
Scare the
Yeah,
crap out of anyone who tries to salvage you.
yeah,
Okay.
basically.
Don't you touch my 2059 Nitro. It's a classic.
2054, 2054.
Sorry, I'm not a car guy.
I
Alright,
can
so
tell by the way this nitro looks.
Power system.
All right,
Oh.
so
My
So-
bad, that's a person.
Screensaver comes up. It's the bouncy ball.
So Marcus manages to kind of lead you guys down the path towards rather large houses at the end of one of the looks like a fairly extravagant like southern mansion. mud room, that kind of thing. As you guys come, similar to the vampire house, just actually nice.
With no vampires, so that's a
No
plus.
vampires. Well, that you know of. But as you guys, he invites you guys in. Let's have a seat. I'll go. Jonas, basically. I don't know if he's a.
Jonas, does he have brothers?
No.
Uh,
I see what
Oh.
she's there. Jonas is his first name.
Okay.
So he kind of leaves you guys in the mud room. Kind of walks into like the main office area, and he's like, about a minute or so passes, and ends up coming back out. And he says, "Yeah, he's more than happy to talk with you guys if you guys want to come in."
Well, since we're already here, let's go and talk to him.
May as well.
Okay, Cassandra, I'm like, this is where you come in.
Oh, okay.
I'm like, really? Has this party's strong suit been diplomacy in any sort of way?
Nobody's let me talk.
What did Cassandra actually think about the old man pull the rickshaw?
You're not the weirdest thing she's seen. She's yeah.
Fair point.
Right. She knows you're a dragon.
Yeah. Oh no, she was unconscious for most of that
Oh,
fight.
not when we were driving in.
Yeah, you did.
Brah!
Yeah, you
No.
did. Yeah, you draked out. No, he was Palpatine at that point.
No, I
So-
jumped onto the same as Palpatine. Yeah,
And then you went off of Samus as a dragon.
it was over the hill or like on top of the hill, decent way. Like there was buildings, right?
Yeah, she probably did witness that. She's pretty much has an assumption because she saw you jump into a 350-mile-an-hour Samus and not get hurt.
Not
So
fine.
she thinks the old man's a little tougher than he looks. That'd be a fair assumption. So as you guys walk in, you guys notice a rather. Well, he's sitting down at a desk, but you can tell just by his height that he would be roughly close to 7 foot tall. Very broad-shouldered, white wolf, with numerous amulets along his chest.
Is this Emerson Stack again?
No, this is the Wolfen, but he's a white wolf basically.
So is Emerson.
Yeah, but you haven't met Emerson.
Yeah, we did. Met him at the. He said he was on the mission.
No,
He
it's
was our
Cassandra.
contact at the first mission before we met Cassandra.
No, it wasn't. That was the gunslinger chick. Because I haven't actually met Emerson yet.
Hmm.
Yeah, that was his name. Sorry. But yeah, it's a large wolfen. He has looks like half armor on, like a pauldron coming off one shoulder. Clearly more of a fighter type person, but very nice office. Big chair, and he says, "Come in."
Cool.
You know he's high quality when he's got a big chair.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yes. So
It's
I
not
understand.
Like some test tool.
I understand you helped Marcus survive in that little incursion.
Yep, if it was not for us, they would all be dead.
Because that was most of the birthday.
All of them but
Not
one.
Not wrong.
He says, so Marcus gave me a brief summary as to what happened, so I understand you guys kind of walked upon it and you guys managed to best both my men as well as the coalition, so you guys are probably worthy fighters.
Nope, never seen a day in combat.
Fighting with that. I'm pacifist.
Fighting?
He says, I understand you guys are with the Tomorrow Legion.
Yes, thanks for that.
What means that? Thanks for that. What do you mean?
They refer to think of themselves as the Yesterday Army, you know.
I'm listening to Cassandra's brain.
Oh.
She's like,
Yeah.
Quietly
fuck.
sassing.
She's like, yeah, so Cassandra walks up and she's like, you're Jonas Strack, aren't you? And he's like, yes. And she says, I've heard of you. And he says, well, was it good or was it bad?
Yes.
And she says, a little from column A, a little from column B.
The answer is yes.
Says, these guys are on a mission that I can't really deal to you for the Tomorrow Legion, but apparently our mind melter determined that we should assist you guys since you guys are resistant pocket. You guys just lost a good amount of troops due to our men. So we would. I don't know the specifics. I'd have to be in contact if you guys have a radio, with the Tomorrow Legion, and then we'll. You're like, I'm a radio.
I just casually walk
Does this
up to
guy
it.
have anything to like drink in here? Is there like flasks of whiskey, sweet tea? I mean, I don't know what it's
Booze.
plantation style, so it might have sweet tea, but I think like
We're in the
scotch,
south. There's likely
brandy.
sweet tea.
You see a large keg in the back corner and big steins. He goes, "Help yourself."
Oh, awesome. So I walk back, and my helmet goes click, 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 slides off, floats to my side. A stein goes up, floats up. I turn on, and I take a drink, and for the first time, they all see my face.
It's
Describe
all
it.
pruny
What-
with sweat.
Yeah,
No, there's an environmental system. I'm perfectly fine in that thing.
yeah. But describe it. What do you look like?
Visage.
Yeah.
What's your mug?
Short, like blonde crew cut hair. But you see his face, like you see what looks like the old surgical scars all over his face. And there's like a line looks like across his forehead where his head has at one point been sawed off, like the top part of it to get to his brain.
There's
Okay.
So there's
lines
a lot
on
of
your
surgical
face.
scars.
It's weird when Palpatine goes, "Oh my God, your face!"
You still have an ass creak down the center of it. Take a drink. I'm like, continue.
Cassandra like stopped the conversation in its tracks with that. It was like Cassandra's like, like
De-
both of them, all of them turn. Even Jonas is like, "What happened to
Damn.
you?"
I was like, coalition.
Mm,
Uh,
I see why you hate them.
I lean in and say, "Were you wearing one of the helmets?"
I laugh. I starts to lose his shit. He's
Freaking
set down
spit
with the
take.
telekinetic beer. He's like, fucking dying. Like, that's the funniest shit I've ever heard.
So Jonas
I didn't
says,
realize you were a comedian there, old man. I don't know your name.
Sheev.
yeah, it's the first time you guys have the truth. He goes,
I was like, I don't know your fucking name.
Jonas says he says me and Cassandra will kind of discuss this. We'll have a meeting later about this. But for you guys, if you guys wouldn't mind, because you guys wiped out a good chunk of our force, I would like to ask you guys a favor, which is on your way. One of our pilots is down basically to the southeast of us. Was flying a reconnaissance mission, and she was last we could check. It was Coalition that had taken her down, but we're not sure. And he brings up a map basically. I'll bring up on the screen here. So
Out of other than the 2 bugs that I killed, this is out of character. How many of their people did we actually kill?
Gargoyle Lord, Bug, Broadkill, both the Broadkills. A lot of their heavy hitters. Because that.
See any bugs when we walked in, did we?
Oh well, he's not. He didn't walk in with you,
Okay. Oh,
but you did.
But
You
do
did
we?
happen. Yeah. Oh yeah. They're usually mostly peaceful. None of them are like carrying weapons or anything. They're just walking around. Like one of them is like a small child and like her mother with like a you know.
Send up that guilt trip. For
all you hear from the kid is, "I hope Daddy comes home soon from battle." Don't worry, son. He'll come back. He promised us he'd make it back alive.
Your daddy never breaks a promise.
And he never breaks a promise.
But he did take a chainsaw sword to the face.
See, this is when I slowly look up at Brad.
I'm not
listening.
there.
Oh,
No,
dang.
Brad's at the door. Brad's back at the
We
door.
all have this inner realization though as we walk by.
Stamp
Okay,
says
I
turn off the
slowly
emotion.
look
Stamp says
behind
turn off
me.
the emotion chip.
It's already off for him.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, as you're like, it's like, I can't wait for Daddy comes back. It's kind of like, by. I'm like, he isn't.
Oh, douche.
Oh.
That's when you were walking in. But yeah, you're like, oh, he isn't. No, he's not.
He's not.
Yeah, from that that's
Oh, no.
secret. That business trip he had to go on. I sure hope he comes back, Mom. And she's like, don't worry.
Like
So,
the acquisition and merger failed.
Yeah. So yeah, he says we had a pilot flying reconnaissance. She's kind of important. If you guys can manage to salvage her, if she's alive, get her back to us if you can. She's not too far off. She's only about 30 miles off. Stamps. God damn it.
Stamps, no.
That mama's single now, right? I don't think.
Can I make an ovulation check?
Oh, God.
Is it an angry look or a horny look?
Yeah,
Horny look.
as Southern still has like bug guts on him, you know, like.
I'm gonna make a Jaeger check.
But yeah, so basically he says if you guys wouldn't mind,
It's a 2, I feel.
oh God.
God dang it.
It happens to everybody.
So just he says out of curiosity, would you guys be willing to
I don't see why not.
What's it pay?
says I can supply you guys with a vehicle and you guys can have free lodging here whenever you like.
Yes, good.
A vehicle sounds nice. Because right now we're using our buddy as a rickshaw.
Palpatine kind of like quietly mutters, "Man, you people didn't have to walk."
Let's see. I'm gonna try and find a vehicle that he can, guys. But we're gonna go with vehicle. No, not a Cobra attack
I'm
helicopter.
thinking a
Yes.
hover Camino. It feels like it's the right vehicle.
So we're gonna
for
lay
this.
Brad on his back, and then just put a hover plates on his shoulders and his.
Hover cyborg.
Paladin self-propelled howitzer. That's kind of interesting.
Ooh.
Sure, we'll take that if that's all they got. I mean,
That's it. That's it. Yeah.
Do they have a hover truck?
No, what they have is
A tank.
yeah, it's a Bradley, Golden Age Weaponsmiths M2, Bradley.
I'm a tank now, huh?
Yes, you are.
you already got the cannon.
He says it's got mild. It's still an STC, so it's not converted. It's not modernized. It does have an electrical power source, so the charge will at least.
A couple of those plates we got onto it just temporarily.
You just have Brad sitting in front of it, holding it with like shields, you know.
me and Brad just hold big pieces of metal.
Yeah, he says, but it's at least it's yours if you want it.
Sure. Does it come
Because
with any ammo?
it's
Because a tank without rounds is a car.
A very heavy, slow car.
He says, yeah, it has about 10 rounds left in it.
That's not bad.
Cool. We just don't miss.
Also, you guys have to learn how to actually, fire it. How it actually works.
Challenge accepted.
Brad's got it. I have faith. Telekinesis.
It's just gonna telekinetically just start pulling levers.
Baron, you're running the turret. What?
He says,
Or
but in
just
the
say
meantime, I've set you guys up at the inn, so you guys have your own rooms, and you guys can stay here for the night.
That sounds nice.
All right, I'm heading out of the gates and getting out of sight, draking out, and just gonna go fucking fly around as a dragon for a little bit because we're about at the limit of how long I can be Palpatine.
Find
Okay.
a forest, roll around.
Okay.
You know the conversation, you see face starts to scale up a bit. He's like,
Hey,
pardon me, I need to use the restroom.
I need to use the little old man's room.
So yeah, so they basically, and actually Brad, the whole time you've been listening, this, they've been actually working on a tank and an M2 Bradley. So they've been working on that.
Okay.
You don't know that that's yours or not, but so what do you guys do from this point? He says he gives you guys some details as far as the location. Roughly, you guys are looking at the map screen, which it should be up right now. Basically, you guys are right on just east of the river, barely. So it's roughly right between the river and the border of what state is that? It's not Tennessee. That's Georgia.
Georgia.
No, Georgia's where Atlanta is. Golden Age Weaponsmith is in, I believe, Virginia and then West Virginia, right?
No, that's to the north.
No.
This to be like
Golden
Alabama?
Age weapon. Golden Age Weaponsmith is in Alabama,
Right. What's next to that?
Mississippi.
Yep.
Mhm.
So, yeah. So it's in Mississippi then. So basically,
Golden Age Weaponsmith.
no. I'm saying that the down pilot is between the river. It's basically about a quarter of the way through the state you're in, towards the east.
Oh,
That makes sense.
It is along the way.
Yeah, it's roughly about 150, 200 miles.
Out of the way.
No, it's on your way. The problem is, if you have to bring her back. But
I could bring her back.
as you guys are talking to this guy, you see a runner come running into the building, and he's like, "Sir, apparently, one of our troops has tried to do an aerial assault on Fort El Dorado and failed."
It didn't last long. We've only been here for like an hour.
well, yeah, but you guys walked a little over 5 miles, so that would have been traversed. By the time you guys walked from that location, from the fight to this town, and then he would have arrived.
Our guys said our NPC said it would be an hour, and then we made the rickshaw, so we would have made better time than wouldn't we?
Maybe, yeah. Well, the rickshaw would have made better time. You guys would have slowed you down a little bit, but no. Either way, he's like, apparently, well, he got shot down on the way there and caused a nuclear explosion in the air.
I'm trying not to laugh.
Yeah. Apparently, Gorinth decided to go crazy and just nosedive into Fort El Dorado for some reason.
He's a good soldier.
Did you know him?
Yeah, I mean, we talked before he left on his mission.
Yes.
He just wanted to let everybody know that the voodoo ran strong in him, and he was doing this for the sake of all DBs.
So he was suicidal.
I just kept drinking my beer.
They just
Someone
you
just
told
walk
it
over, like,
faster,
"Can I
like you
have
told it a
one?"
little bit.
All right. So yeah, he says, feel free to stay here for the night. You guys could leave in the morning, but enjoy, partake in the city as much as you like. Don't let me know if you guys need anything.
Of course.
Naturally.
Marcus will make sure that you guys are accommodated. Marcus is like, absolutely, and so he goes to step out, and he's like, thanks for your time.
Do you have a kitchen I could borrow?
Yes. Absolutely. He says in the inn actually there's a restaurant if you need to use it.
Sweet. Goodbye.
You just turn around and walk out.
Yep.
Go with me.
I don't need to sleep, do I?
Aaron, you look totally excited right now.
Mhm. I'm paying attention.
This is my impersonation of Baron right now.
But he's just like he's sitting there telekinetically having.
He's using his mind powers is what he's doing.
Yeah.
So Baron could actually pretend to sit in a chair where there's no chair.
I know. Like, he's just watching all this. He's just kind of like drinking. He's like
Telekinetic rocking chair.
I'm just watching.
Helmet goes back on. I'm like, well, time to go find something stronger.
Yeah.
Walk out.
Jonas kind of like pats you on what's left of your shoulder and says, I'd keep the helmet on because some people here might know who you are.
Like, it's hard to drink through a helmet, but I'll give it a try because that seems like a great idea. And I head on out.
Because that seems like a great idea. This is douche.
I'm following Remy because food.
Are you calling what now? I'm sorry.
I'm following Remy because food.
All right, so nobody's going back to check on the Borg. Actually, sorry, Son of Dragon, you're sitting there, chilled out in low power mode. All of a sudden, you see just unlimited power as like Palpatine runs by to go out the gate. like he has to poop or something. He's like, gotta go. And he's just...
Okay, along the way, I'll be right back. I'll go check on Brad.
Okay, you go in there.
It's not gotta go. It's the sound he makes when he does the spinning flying towards Mace Windu. He's just that as he's running.
So maybe yeah. So you go out there and drake out. Yeah. Roughly how long do you have to drake out for?
Like 4 hours.
Oh, lovely. Out there at night. 4 hours by yourself.
Do I have to?
That's
do
not a-
I have to sleep?
That's not a bad idea at all.
That's not a bad idea at all.
Mhm.
So what is your next character gonna look like?
Actually, Leyline Walker is what I was thinking.
He's already prepared.
So you're going out there drinking out. Mavis, you walk over and see Brad all kind of covered in junk. He's like hiding in the middle of junk, like Durr. He's like E.T. He's like E.T. and the stuffed animals. If you watched E.T.
Yeah,
Yeah.
basically.
I'm gonna just walk up and poke him through the junk. Just
Except the problem is his finger doesn't glow; it's his chest.
boop.
I mean, we're close.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
right.
he's got the radio. He can even phone home.
You can even vote.
It's not a jury to freaking
Nitro
record player.
phone home.
Oh God, do it.
No one answered.
Oh,
They
busy.
they have caller ID.
All right, so Brad, so she comes up and pokes you in the forehead.
Yes.
You going to be okay out here? I mean, we're going to crash here for the night.
Oh, I'm just sitting where you guys put me.
God
Apparently this
damn
is where I belong.
You
Hey,
didn't say you had to stay here. You just have to leave your
you still
railgun
holding the missile?
there to come in with us.
man, I wish I was there. I would have told him, did you need
Oh,
a
but
garage?
apparently I'm just machined to all you guys. You just attach this, plug me in, why don't you?
Wow,
Is
we
that
got
what
like
you
a
want?
melodramatic
Oh, not
C-3PO over here.
Right.
Oh,
Hello,
come
maybe
on,
I'm scared to
Nitro.
ask Blade's report, but
Yeah, I'll gently like punch his shoulder. Come on, Nitro. Set the railgun aside. We can go in and have some food.
He's got
I don't
C-3PO's
need to
brain
eat.
You
in the
can
key
for
without-
pleasure.
What
he's
pleasure?
like, no, he has no stomach.
Can
Does he even have a
Still.
mouth?
still
No.
it's probably more comfortable inside.
He's like, I'm not really worried about comfort. No,
Yeah, really.
I mean, he could have followed me, I suppose.
I mean, would you rather sleep in a garbage heap or, come into an inn?
Doesn't matter.
What good is a bed gonna do him? Like, he's probably just gonna break it.
he could,
Probably
yeah, you
more
could chill out in the
pleasant
inn.
in there.
Is there any like service droids around here?
Service droids? You mean like there's a
There is.
couple of cybernetic organisms. You don't see them as being necessarily service droids, but yeah, there are a couple of robotic. There's a
You
couple
want an
Borg
R2D2?
similar.
Pleasure bots I could send over to Brad to keep him company for the night. Like,
There you go.
No, you do see a similar Borg to him, like a similar model.
Oh.
He's a fairly common model.
No,
They're
Brad,
a little bit
Brad,
less bulky because he's a little more armored than most, but yeah, you see a couple of
Brad, you gotta just find some mechanics with some like polishers and like give him the oil bath.
oh yeah.
Get him a
I
robo
go to,
spa.
'cause, yeah, I want to be nice because I've been treating him like a fucking appliance. So I go to is there a detailer in town that like cleans out vehicles and makes them all clean and stuff?
he's sitting in the garage right now. Yeah,
Yeah, I was like, I'm like, all right, hey, here's 10,000 credits. Give a full overhaul to my buddy Droid here. Full lube, workup, oil, make him shine. Like he
gotta
deserves
lube
it.
him.
Still.
Give him a good tune-up.
They go.
Give him a full oil bath. I mean, whatever it takes. Like, treat him nice. He
So-
deserves it.
They go, fine. They go, absolutely. We'll take great care of him. I said, Brad. So Brad, you need to pick a paint job. what
Oh,
what
cool.
what
I
what
thought I
scheme
was
do you
going
want?
Kool-Aid Man, according to our techno wizard.
Yeah, but
I'm
that's
like,
the.
you should go jet black with racing flames. Flame job, like
Yeah,
like
they're
the night-
offering to repaint you. So yeah,
Oh, I already am. I could do the Iron Man, just do the racing red.
with the yellow
Race car
highlights.
red with gold trim.
Yeah, absolutely. So
Do
they're working.
it.
That's what he's doing. So they're like literally, he's in his own version of a spa, of a day spa for a Borg. That's what he's doing.
We're
He's
spoiling him.
he's getting the equivalent of a Borg mani pedi.
he's sitting there like he's all sitting there like this. He's all, I hate that mind melter a little less right now. A little less.
Not by much.
Yeah, 10,000 credits is a lot of money. They're like, oh shit, yeah, okay, what they'll
Now,
spruce you up.
it's very important that they put a little air freshener hanging from like his back where he can't see it.
Give him air freshener earrings.
So this actual, depending on what paint job you choose, will give you a plus to charisma. Or the yeah.
Flame racing flames. No, definitely.
No, you should go like black, like the hot rod, like 1960s hot rod black with ghost flames. So like the translucent whites, when the light hits it just right, you can see the flames.
Yeah.
But at night, you know, in the shadows, you don't see them.
Yeah.
Wow.
So that's you'll give you some time to think about that, Brad. You kind of let me know what kind of color scheme you want to go with.
Don't let me pick. You'll come out with Hello Kitty, you know.
Stamps wants them to be covered with anime girl decals.
Which
Hey
anime?
girl, I heard you like anime.
Yeah.
While he's getting his spa treatment done, I'm gonna go find Remy because food.
Okay. So Remy, you're escorted back to the kitchen. The staff's like, oh
Brad
yeah.
comes out, his shoulder has Bulma on it, you know.
So what's Remy doing with the kitchen? Now he has access to it.
Hot wings.
You're making some hot wings.
Snap.
If Remy's hot wings are anything like Tunda's, fuck yes.
Yes.
Oh, you motherfucker! I have wings.
All right, so while you guys are doing this, it's probably close to 8, 9 at night. It's got dark about an hour or so ago. You know, Palpatine's outside the gates. You know, it's up to you guys if you guys want to be concerned for him or not. Palpatine's out there chilling out as a dragon, just rawr, me and you and me, just being himself out there,
What?
flying free. You know, I'm a dragon. I don't know what dragons do in their spare time. What do they do? Like,
Apparently not that.
Apparently karaoke, you know.
yeah,
He's out there just karaoke by himself.
he's
I
just
like to
skipping
think-
through the woods. You know, oh look, a butterfly. Oh shit, I crushed it. You know, like
I like to think that dragons in the wild like to cat around.
yeah.
They do cat things.
I feel like this is what he'd be doing out there. He'd just be like, just start singing, just going, ha, ha, ha. And you start singing. Star Wars theme song.
Oh my god. All right, I got it. So I tell the guy, Jack, paint me like your One Punch Man.
Hate me like your One Punch Man.
I
Okay.
need the Saitama scheme. Thank you.
All right. So, Kyle, you're out there resting, kind of curled up in a ball, chilling out, taking a nap.
Are you painted to look like One Punch Man? It's like yellow body, leotard suit with the flesh coated, color fucking face. You're a robot version of Saitama,
I'm already bald, so hey.
right?
So I need you to roll me a notice there, Kyle.
Do it.
You can do it.
5.
You can do it.
Okay.
Actually, I got a raise. Hold on, I actually got a raise on my actual 7.
So as you're kind of napping over there, towards the direction of the river, there's some small creek beds coming off, but the main river, you hear almost like it's like a horse. It sounds like a horse whinnying, but it's like ghostly.
Kill myself
It
a unicorn.
It's a ghost with some reverb on it. You know, it's like kind of a like almost like a spectral horse sound.
All right, so I'm gonna curl up. Like I kind of hear this, and I like look over. I just rip the nearest tree out of the ground.
Hold on, like you're sitting there holding the tree. Okay.
He's like, I am the tree.
Yeah, on the tree.
Yeah, you hide behind it. Okay. You hear it getting closer. It's happening in intervals of about probably 5-6 minutes, and then every time you hear it, it's getting a little.
Happy reaction as if he saw a spider. Whack, 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 whack.
I want to do a stealth check.
Okay. As a dragon. With your
He's just going
size.
full John Cena over there like this.
You can't see me.
Refresh my memory what the Betty lets me do.
The Betty lets you add a d6 to
Reroll.
your. So, you broke Mavis.
Second time this week.
I'm gonna do a stealth check. I just picture this dragon like dun 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 dun, just trying to
While
be.
singing at the same time. He's like,
Give her
dun,
your
Cannot see me.
Yeah.
Frank is like Carrie. He's like Dun, 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 dun.
And then he waves at him. You do
Yeah.
not see
Oh, get my stomach out.
me. You do not see me.
We broke Mavis.
You broke Mavis. She is broken. I think the title of this episode is going to be "Can a Dragon Do a Stealth Check?"
Well, let's see.
Ninja Dragon. That's the name of the episode right there.
Come on, I really okay. I'm gonna clear off some desk
You're gonna have like a
actually-
-4 to this shit. You know that, right? Because you're
Yeah,
fucking
I'm trying
huge.
to-
Dude, burn some bennies. Let's do this.
Yeah, can I use all my bennies?
Yes,
Do
Jesus.
it.
Given he's holding a tree, all I imagine is that he's like he tries to put it down back into the ground in front of him and just hunkers down, but you can see him on either side of the tree.
All right.
You got to. You want to? Well, you
Just
want
if
to
I-
use them
if
one
I
at a
can't
time.
see
Roll
you,
it
you can't
first.
see me.
You roll it one at a time.
Yeah, roll one at a time, and then if you guys, if you want to add D6 to it, Benny.
Well, if he uses it
No,
afterwards.
Benny
well,
gives
No.
you a +2.
All right,
That's
I got a,
fine.
Oh,
I
does
got a
it?
4 on my D4, so I got a raise. So let's see.
I just like to think
On
that
a
it's
one.
the whole.
so
Can't
So
can't
how-
see
I
me.
just
you
added
got a
all my
1.
bennies.
So
Gonna
it's a
burn your bennies?
+6.
Okay, so you're gonna burn them and get a +6.
7.
Ow.
Yeah, +7. Oh, a total of 7.
No, wait, hold
Total
on.
7.
Okay, on your dice, what's your stealth roll?
It's a D4.
D4. So you roll a D4 to D6 together.
Yep.
You got a 6. You got a 4, right?
I got a 4, raised it, got a 1, so I got 5.
You don't raise it. You don't get a raise unless you get an 8.
No, an 8. He doesn't. He can't get an 8
Well,
on a
Four?
He got- he-
his
he-
dice
you-
exploded.
dice exploded.
Okay, gotcha. So
Yeah.
you got 4. So you got what is the total on your dice? What was your second roll?
5.
1.
So-
So my total on the dice is 5.
Okay, and then you get a +2 because you use all 3 bennies because it was a -4, so it's a 7. So yeah, so it's not a raise, because it aced, not erased.
Oh, okay. My
Yeah.
bad, wrong word.
Terminology.
Yes.
So
yeah.
you're like you just kind of gonna get behind the
You
tree
know what
and
the
kind of
best part about this
you're
is?
peeking around behind it.
The best part about this, I have the invisibility spell. I just want everyone to know that.
No, hey, can I just make a suggestion? I think he should get
Use
I think he should get automatically a new polymorph ability, but it's polymorph tree.
Yes.
Right, because he's still behind this tree. Like I think he should polymorph into a tree.
He is a tree.
Well, his polymorph is used up at this point. But so yeah, you're literally hiding behind this tree. You kind of slithered around to the point where you look like the base of the tree, like you're some, and you're just kind of just sitting there chilling. Like it's funny because you're like kind of scared because you have no idea what this is.
Tail flicky.
Yeah. So as it gets a little
It's
bit closer,
puppy.
all you see is a black horse, so a black stallion, with glowing red eyes, kind of just galloping past you in the field. Kind of stops, kind of.
Like, I swore there was a dragon out here.
Looks...
All I see is that fucking tree.
You can win in Skyrim in the Dark Brotherhood.
Would
Yeah, it
you
looks a
say
lot
that
like-
it's,
looks- like Shadowmere, a
Redwood.
lot like Shadowmere. Who says it's a red one? The red dragon.
All right.
Make friends with it.
don't be a birch.
You see, kind of rear up and whinny, like it's kind of like it senses something's amiss, something's watching it.
Well,
That motherfucking tree looks weird.
like the tree,
Probably
like
stay
I
in
feel
the
like
tree.
I didn't even put it in the ground right. It's like super crooked. And I'm like,
Yeah.
No, see, that is why I started laughing. That image.
Yeah. So, yeah. Roll me a notice.
five again.
Okay, so you managed to notice it has like a little bit of a mist coming off of it. Doesn't look like a natural fucking horse, is what you can tell.
All right, I'm gonna use clairvoyance. Does it taste like a normal horse?
It tastes
Where
like a
are you
domino.
tasting it?
Oh, dear Lord. Really?
The mist and then going in. Does the mist have a flavor? And if it's bad, then not actually touch the horse.
Tastes- It tastes like a
I'm
domino.
assuming
roll
I eat the
your
horse at some
roll your psychic skill.
Which one of these is it?
Okay, roll
One that
that.
has 8 numbers on it.
Thank you.
A lot of them have 8 numbers on
Well, I
it. Some of
got
them
a
have
3.
even more.
What'd you get? Did you get cop? Oh, 3? Oh, you actually beat him barely. So you could tell that he kind of knows you're there and was trying to resist you. Like, trying to, like... So he's startled. He's kind of like, he stops and kind of looks... He turns and looks in your direction, just 2 glowing red eyes, like...
A ghost licked me.
Yeah, it sensed the ghost lick, and it was a little bit...
Slim.
Did it taste like a normal horse?
No, fuck no, it didn't.
Okay, good to know.
Tastes like,
I reached-
tastes
I
like
now reached
river
the
water,
conclusion
and
it's not a normal horse.
I think
Really?
it picked up...
The
it picked-
flame, the red eyes, and the
I'm like 3
spectral-
months old, so the odds of me seeing a lot of horses probably not great.
So it starts to walk in your direction.
It
Doesn't
tastes
necessarily
like a
see
fart.
you, but can kind of sense you.
All right, let's do it because I got fighting, throwing, stealth, shooting.
You do sense
Roar
something
it
trying
in
to
the
trying to
face.
detect aura or trying to detect your magic.
Hit it with a tree.
Throw the tree at
You're
it.
like, wham!
Bad horse.
Whack-a-mole.
Pancake horse.
Bad fucking horse.
All right. Oh, I want to use conceal arcana on myself.
Okay. So you're gonna roll your psychic ability versus his psychic ability. You get the wild die. He doesn't because yeah.
And I get a +2 to oppose psionics because of my mentalist edge, right?
Ew.
Wow. I feel like I need to remind you, you're a fucking dragon.
But I don't know what this thing's deal is, man. This may be like the 4th horse of the apocalypse.
The 4th horse of the apocalypse.
It could be the death horse.
He's just like, the fourth-
Wow.
Or war.
It depends on
Or
which
would
word
be
you-
on-
Just wow.
All right, I got a 9.
Oh, okay. So you managed to mask your aura,
Actually,
Your-
9
your
plus
arcana.
2, so I got an 11 actually because of the
Oh.
+2.
and you managed to mask it. It didn't roll that well. But it's just kind of searching the area, kind of just working its way
Alright,
towards the
does
woodland.
it doesn't really know exactly where I am, but is it close enough to hit with the tree?
Oh yeah,
Whack.
it's within tree range. Yes.
Right.
Dude,
I
It's
said-
Make a stealth attack with the tree. So you can hit it and then put the tree back up where it doesn't know the tree hit it. Bam! What the fuck was that?
Pretty sure it'd be obvious.
Oh, fuck nature, I'm out of this
Alright,
forest.
I get ready to hit with the tree and just say English or actually American because that's the language.
you see, you
They
just come out.
respond.
You just come up around the tree, and you're like American,
What
which is
the
funny because you're like, are you American? Like, are you American demon horse? Or are you like a Euro demon horse?
You one of them
So I
European...
give it like half a second to respond and then just baseball bat swing with this tree.
You see it gets startled, and as you can see, it starts to polymorph itself. So it goes from a horse and it starts to turn, but you hit it with the tree. So
Well, actually, if it did something, it wasn't necessarily aggressive. I wouldn't have hit. I was just like, wait, oh,
No,
it's
you were
doing
full
something
swing,
interesting.
bro.
yeah, fair.
yep.
Turns into a little kid. It's like, please burn.
So it has a 6 parry, so you're gonna have to basically, it's a +6 to your roll, or actually a -6 to your roll. A +6 difficulty, basically.
Damn, if only I had some bennies left over.
Yeah. if
Used
only-
them all in that tree stealth technique that you.
It works. Hey, it works.
Right?
My dragon gained some self confidence.
You look like a scared puppy behind that tree, you know.
Where the heck is
Alright,
my
I got
tab-
a- is
the
it-
drawing tablet? I gotta doodle something.
I got a 5, so that's
Five.
probably not.
No.
So you completely missed with the tree and hit another tree. So you guys are in town. All of a sudden, you hear us like rustling of leaves and just
Just a-
wham, and like a redwood falling over in the woods. So you guys do hear that.
Like a brief scene in the tavern restaurant or whatever. I look at Remy. I think we found our buddy.
I feel like the Borg is the only one who heard it. Like his sensors, he's just like, the fuck
Oh,
was that?
crap.
You know, Brad's getting his arm done. He's like, I can't do shit. I'm in a paint job. It hasn't
Well-
dried yet.
Well, they.
That's a weird scream.
So I swing and like does it polymorph it after on the end of the back swing? Does it polymorph?
Yeah. So as you see, it turns into a humanoid horse. So it has a horse head, still the red glowing eyes, and it
So-
has the.
As I'm holding this broken half of the tree because whatever is snapped off, I just say, "What's your name?" Not even moving. Just
Oh god, I wish Stamps. I was just like Edge was here. He's like, "What's up?"
What's up? It's gonna try and dive towards you. So it's gonna try and do just trying to do like a spear, trying to spear you, basically.
oh, nice.
It looks
Dude.
roughly about 8 feet tall. You're roughly about 20 feet tall, so you're like, oh, that's a cute little guy.
Hold it back by the forehead. Eh.
What's your parry?
Yeah, what's your-
Yeah, 5.
Yep. So he got a 2, so he misses. He goes through and knocks over another fucking tree.
So this is getting us nowhere. Would you prefer to talk or continue doing this?
You guys, deforestation is a real problem.
No, deforestation is when I start using my fire breath in an SDC forest.
That's true. Yeah, yeah, that'd be bad. She's like, "Hey, you want to talk?" And you guys
Yeah.
hear another smash from the woods. Like it's like two. If there was a bear, no, it's basically it's like two dragons fighting in the woods. You definitely know they're there. They're making a lot of fucking ruckus.
So does it respond when I say, would you like to talk this through?
It looks at you with like aggression and like a little bit of fear, and it kind of it looks back at you and then starts to run.
Well,
I chase it. It didn't answer my question.
Yeah, so it
get back here, motherfucker!
Is anybody in the tavern doing shit? Like, they running out to the gates with arms to open fire out in the forest?
Yeah.
Like, is the town at all like concerned? There's like, this is Tuesday.
No, well, there's a couple of people are like, what? And then you see a couple of guys that were obviously off-duty guards, like post guards, were running towards the door.
Okay.
Like there's something going on, and you know,
How many hours has this been?
I would
From
say it was
when I-
about 2 hours into your nap.
Okay. Is it even better if I could turn back into Palpatine? Like the guards get out there. What's going on? And just like old man coming out of the forest. Huh?
There was a strange horse.
A pale horse, and nobody rode on him. Yeah, you see him start to run, but yeah, as he's doing that, you see him kind of jumping down on all fours, still in humanoid form. You see it, yeah. He's looking back behind him like shit, because he realized like I walked into the woods, something tried to psychically attack me, and it turned out to be a fucking dragon. So I'm gonna run. Basically,
wait,
well,
I'm a friend.
you're saying that in the Palpatine voice. Yeah. So
He's just a big puppy at this point. Just wait, come back, friend.
yeah. So you guys are what are you guys doing? You're in the you two are in the kitchen. You're at the gate. They obviously have finished their work on you because they would have worked on you up until nightfall. So you're chilling out in the garage, I'm assuming.
Yeah, so yeah, if I'm done with whatever work they were doing, I'm gonna go check it out.
Would we have had enough time to eat?
Yes.
Oh yeah. Bye.
Oh yeah. Then I will also go investigate. After praising Remy thoroughly for his food.
Now before we do
Okay.
this, we're gonna pause right here for a second, guys. We're gonna take about a 5-minute break. Yep.
Okay.
So that
Yeah, I gotta figure out how many car puns I could come up with by the time I see him.
All right, guys. So we'll be right back in about probably about 5-6 minutes.
Well, as long as the puns aren't.
And we're back.
Oh God.
Welcome back to whatever this is.
I'm a pilot.
I'm a pilot.
Our mind melter has recently learned the skill piloting.
The mind
mind
melter
is
melted his
melted.
own mind.
And Tunda's gone. He's like, let's get on now.
You guys,
I broke Mavis and made Tunda leave.
damn it.
This shit, I'm out.
So you guys managed to get to the gate right around the same time as the Borg, basically. Is there, who all was heading towards the gates?
Yo.
I was just heading to the forest.
Man,
Yeah, you're heading-
I was
okay.
already outside the
The,
gates.
the placement of cameras is so broken.
Is it? Oh, it's because
Gotta get back
Tunda resized it. Tunda's just gotta. I think Tunda's rearranging his house. It's got to-
Oh my god.
Oh wait, this wasn't the attire?
I wholeheartedly approve there,
You
Tunda.
broke Mavis. You broke Mavis.
So 4 times.
I am ready for my sortie.
You're ready for war planes.
Hey, actually, coincidentally, Baron, you need to get one of these. Just
The hell is?
wooden hand.
Oh, it's one of those mannequin hand
His
things.
character needs to get one of these. Wooden
Yeah.
hand.
I've
No.
got one of those. I make it flip
Eddie?
off my stepdad all the time.
It feels like somebody else. You. Never mind.
What are you using that for?
God damn it.
God. Dang it! Now I can't.
New icon right there.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No.
I'm like, hold up. I'll be right back.
no.
Come back with a stack of hats.
I have a panda head. I have a raptor head in here. I have a pilot helmet too. I have
Pilot
goggles.
Panda.
Mine's actually from a plane though. So, okay.
Yeah. See, I only
So-
have a Naruto headband, so.
Yes. As you head towards the gate, by the way, Southern, they hand you the guard hands you your mini railgun.
I never went inside. I thought I stayed outside with the.
Well, that
Yeah,
was
yeah,
just.
give it up.
Oh yeah, you never gave it up. Yeah. So
Never
Never mind.
gave it up.
Never
Never
gonna
gonna
give it up.
Yeah.
Never gonna let you down.
don't rickroll the audience.
Turn around and
Boo.
rail gun.
Railgun.
All right. So basically, all the guards are up on the post. They're looking down. They just see this Borg run off into the darkness. Well, it's like- so basically, just trying to describe the scene here as far as outside the gates. Once you get outside the
Wait,
gates, there's
Did
Forest
the
on-
bright yellow Borg just run into the dark forest?
No,
Yes.
he's. Oh, yeah, that's right.
He's Saitama.
That's right. Fuck.
It's-
He's all right now. What punch?
Accurate.
Yeah, so there's a wooded area on either side of this open kind of roadway that goes out of town. So there's woods on both sides. You're running off onto that road. The guards lose sight of you roughly probably about 60, 70 yards outside of town's area. Mavis, you and Tunda, you were going too, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and then Baron, you're up there as well, right?
No, I'm at the bar. We have communicators. He'll call if he needs us.
He's like, that's just the drinks. You're chilling out at the bar drinking.
He's
Yeah.
busy trying to figure out how to drink through his helmet.
Okay,
No. The helmet's off.
the
I'm
helmet's
wearing a
off.
disguise.
You're wearing a
I will
disguise.
loan you my disguise.
Oh, please tell me it's just a.
Oh,
it's just
God
a
dang it.
mustache.
It's like, oh god, he's going to get it. Uh-oh, Baron's gonna be right back.
Oh, no.
God.
Oh no, here we go.
Title
This is
of
what happens in a
tonight's
Rifts
episode,
game.
Night of a Thousand Masks.
Yes.
So what am I doing?
My DM said I could be anything, so I decided to be a voodoo pilot from the 1950s.
Hats off to you.
So, as far as
Can we
you
say
go, Kyle.
top of the morning?
You manage
Stay alive.
you manage to keep pace with this guy because you have a lot longer stride than him. So he's running and like looking around behind you like, what the fuck, right?
Stop! I want to say hello.
Friend!
I'm gonna see if hold on.
All right, so
He beat the fear check. I'll tell that much. So he literally like stops, and he's gonna turn around and try and dive at you. Now you haven't quite cleared the tree line yet, so Brad's character is running down the road and hears the rustling from like his left hand quadrant, and you have multi optics. So, Mike, what?
Yep. My
Kyle,
mic
you-
picks up air really bad.
Oh.
I have a very clever disguise. No one will be able to tell who I truly am.
Skeletor DM.
You thought drinking through the helmet was bad. That beard's gonna be soaked with beer.
No. The first thing I ask him when I see him is, "Can I see your phylactery?"
God damn it.
I have
Broke
my
Mavis.
ID.
Either Mavis is scared or losing her shit. One of the two.
Both.
No.
What's the problem, Mavis?
My stomach hurts.
You aren't down with the LICH?
All right.
He didn't choose
Um,
the Lich life. The Lich life chose him.
So your parry's a 5, right? Right. Kyle?
Yeah.
Okay.
Welcome to the Halloween special, everyone.
It is the Halloween.
Very true, Halloween
So
tomorrow.
he misses again.
So at this point, I get the feeling he doesn't want to be friends. So I just pick up the nearest tree. I just rip the nearest tree up and just smack him. as he misses.
be friends?
roll the strike.
All right, let's do this.
This is what, by the way, Brad. This is what's happening while you're on your way down that road in their directions.
All right, I'm just waiting for you to tell me when I see it.
Yeah, you're gonna. Yeah, well, you'll see it in a second if he hits this guy. You got 2. Oh, what the fuck? None of you guys can hit anything. Holy shit. So Brad, here's what happens. You're running out, and right about the moment you're like about probably 80, 90 yards away from town, run down this road. You look to your left, and all of a sudden a fucking tree comes barreling down in your path, like wham, like. So I need you guys to pull for initiative. Each of you guys, even if you guys are inside, except for Baron, who's in the bar. Actually, you can pull for initiative too, Baron. Might as well.
Let me shuffle. This
9.
deck has not been shuffled in a week.
Oh damn!
That's a joke
That's
right
a
there.
joke.
Every day we're shuffling.
That's a very bad day for us. Yeah.
I mean, this horse is clearly not very good at his job.
Ace, Joker, 2, 5, 9, right?
Oh, I got a 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
I just can't take you guys seriously every time I look up at the cameras.
Hey,
It's
this
Halloween.
is a stoic face, okay?
No, it's not.
Very stoic.
You're smiling under
What?
that beard.
Hey, welcome to the stream, tiny little dragon. Peeks in.
If it's on this
Kyle, we
stream-
found your brother.
There we go. I'm Palpatine.
God damn it. No,
Yeah, see? It's the Halloween episode, people. You gotta get the character, costume.
Crap, my wig's across the room.
I'm a mind melter. You look at this and your mind goes fucking blank.
Mavis is dead.
Like the fuck?
I'm a mystic artist of the voodoo because we ran out of props.
You're pilot.
And so tiny little dragon says hi. He squeaks and waves a wing. So we have another dragon in here. Our player Kyle here is running a hatchling dragon. So it's gonna be Mavis. It's gonna be Mavis and this creature. So Mavis, what do you do?
I'm still running my way out, so I'm gonna try and pour on some speed to catch up.
Yeah, you managed.
Catch
You're
up
at the
with Brad.
doorway at this point. So
Yeah, I'm trying to catch up with Brad.
yeah,
After this, Brad.
I'm
is gonna be
fleet
like,
of
"Guys,
foot. You're not going to catch
why
up
don't
with
you
me.
stay out of the city?"
yeah, right. Yeah, you're not gonna catch up with him. He also doesn't have to worry about tiring.
Yeah, basically, I'm just focusing on catching up with Brad.
Okay. You don't,
Oh, Baron, your face fell off.
doesn't your backpack have the ability to, like, don't you have to? Oh, no, use invisibility, right?
Yeah, my backpack is invisibility, but along the way, I will light my blade
Okay.
because
The guards just opened the door for you, so you kind of come out and
Thank you.
don't- yeah, you saw kind of movement of like something large falling over in the woods,
Oh,
just in the shadows, like in the distance. So, the creature is going to try and strike at the Kyle who's in front of it. It's going to. That's a 10 that explodes.
Ooh.
That's a big old 10.
So I
Good
got a
buddy.
17 to hit. Okay, finally it hits. So here's basically the description. This thing hits you like a ton of bricks. It weighs a lot more than it looks. So it hits you, and you basically fall backwards and roll a little bit.
Snap!
It did like a full-on shoulder, like a shoulder check, and just like boom, hit you back. So you go back. You go through about 3 or 4 trees. This woods. There's a big clearing in these woods now, from all these fucking trees.
All I'm thinking of is a Naruto battle.
Yeah, so it does
Dun, 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 dun.
No.
Does a total it does a total of 6 MDC. Hmm?
I have a 16 MDC, and my toughness is 12.
So
Okay.
Not a damn thing.
So you didn't take a wound, but you're just like boom, like it knocked you back, but you're fine. All right, and so next up would have been the Baron. What'd you get, Baron?
I got a 9.
I got a
I got
9.
an ace.
Got an ace. Okay, so it's your strike. Go for it. What do you want to do?
Get him.
Yeah, I write myself and just look at this thing and just fire breath in a cone.
Fuck, are you a horse?
It's only about 30 feet, so it wouldn't hit. It wouldn't hit
I
Brad's
guess
character.
somebody's becoming glue.
Oh God.
That's dark.
Damn it.
It would behoove you to no longer say those jokes.
Oh,
All right. You don't really have to. Oh yeah. Do you have to roll your fighting skill to strike this, right?
No, they have to roll a agility -2.
Okay.
hey, dark humor is like food. Not everybody gets it.
God dang it.
You hit him.
Right in the tush.
Son of a bitch! I need more space to roll my dice. 18
Oh, okay.
DC.
Yeah. Okay. So, Brad, here's what you see.
Oh God.
You see, you're running up there. You see the tree fall, and then you see a wall of fire and something that's on fire fly past you.
Actually, right
Into the
before
woods.
that, you heard just this like really loud growl of "That hurt! I wanted to be friends."
Yeah. Okay.
Rude.
All right.
So the woods to the left are on fire. The woods to the right are also on fire, and that thing is.
Everything is unfair.
Yeah. So now it is 9 would be next. Actually, sorry. Next up would have been Baron.
Okay. I finished my drink. I go out.
You see a
my
bright
wing
flash
born.
out the window.
Yeah, I go outside. I'm like, got it covered.
Yeah, you see just
I'll
fire.
take another.
Okay.
One more.
Okay. And then Brad, what did you get?
I got a 5.
Then you're next. Then Tunda's last.
Rock.
So I'm assuming I see the dragon now.
You see the because he's
There's
illuminated
like just
now.
a path of burnt trees, and he just
Okay.
looks down it towards me.
And I mean, I know he's a dragon, but so do
Yeah.
I still have to roll for fear though?
No, you're aware he's a dragon. So you know it's him. You're like,
Okay.
fuck. It's less. It's more. It's roll for disappointment.
That's a great name for the
So,
video. This session was the name title should be "Roll for Disappointment."
So then I can now the other thing that sort of flew off on flames. How far away is it?
Probably about 30 feet.
30 feet, so I could catch up with it then.
Yes.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah. It's currently on fire, so it's not seeing it coming.
It's kind of busy.
Coming.
It's
Alright.
kind of making a whole lot of noises like, oh, fuck!
But, you know, with horse sounds.
Yeah.
So it sounds like, oh, fuck!
It is a magic horse, so yeah.
So then I try and chop it.
Okay.
I'm gonna wreck
In
it.
midair. Like, baseball bat that horse with the goddamn sword.
It has a 6
Yeah.
parry, so you have a -6 to hit it.
Even when
Just
it's
use the rail
flying
gun.
through
Just
the
use the rail
air
gun.
on fire, I think it should be more like a 2.
Well, actually, yeah,
Brad,
no,
your
sorry.
flint ninja skills are gonna come in handy here.
Yeah, I'll say it's a -2. Yeah, so you have a -2 to
Minus
roll to
two.
hit it. Nice rolls, yeah.
Okay.
Because you know the rule of D&D when you can't.
Well, I
hit
got a
with tar-
7, so -2 would be a 5.
Yo,
You did.
All right. So let's see. D12 plus a strength plus 2d10. Where's another d10? Okay, there. Oh, well, that kind of sucked. 3, 4, 11. But it's with my sword, so that's mega damage.
11 mega damage? Okay.
Yep.
You hit it, and your sword stops on its skin. Like, you get, like, this far into its hide. It's like, it's on fire still. It's like it's like it didn't like stop me like all badass be like no, but it was like ah. That's me.
It went from oh fuck to oh fuck shit.
Horse was probably like looking for a partner in crime, just like I must find the one true ally, and he gets his shit wrecked by a dragon.
I want the crits.
So I just look over at the dragon like, what the fuck did you just piss off?
I can honestly say I haven't the foggiest fucking idea.
All right, Tunda, what are you doing? You're with it. You're right by Mavis, basically.
Did she run away from me?
Yeah, well, unless you decide to go with her, yeah. You're able to
I can't run that fast.
She's not that fast.
I'm not fast at all.
Oh, okay. You're behind her, but yeah, you're like too much gumbo.
Cardio.
Yeah,
Too
I
much-
need to do more cardio.
With
I'm
the
pretty much
voodoo.
samba
Lord.
running. Just doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo.
So voodoo's not a good cardio?
No, not
No
really.
cardio?
No.
No, you don't run.
There's just a
voodoo
dancing and
comes to you.
stuff, but you know.
Voodoo comes
So-
to you, you don't run to it.
So you just need to make a voodoo doll of yourself and move the legs really fast.
Oh shit, that might work.
Yeah, it actually might.
Okay. So.
You're getting
Why
winded
are
just
there two of you?
two of her? Oh, because you're fucking tired. Yeah. You're getting double vision
Two.
now?
2 elves.
Probably those goggles.
Aren't the dragons in front of me?
You
No.
see the fire, and you see kind of shapes backlit by fire.
Okay.
Because I'm
Yeah.
still in the forest, or I mean, kind of near the forest. So unless you're like where I burn the trees away, right? You wouldn't be able to see me super easily.
Yeah, Brad's closest one. You have probably about 60 yards.
Good. Good.
How long until the guards are like? How,
So I
how
look
close
at the
to
two
guards?
shapes.
Are they running this way?
Do
or are they
either of
just-
them look familiar?
Well,
can
there
tell the
should be
shape-
3 shape.
There are 3 shapes technically, yeah. And the one you can see clearly is the Borg. He is clearly in melee combat with something roughly the same size as him, and then you can kind of see the shape of something moving in the woods that looks large and reptilian. So you'd assume it'd be the.
So I aim for the third shape.
Okay.
And I just yeah.
Fucking- Your door just randomly opens
Okay,
behind
yeah,
you, Baron.
You saw that too, right?
That was Cora.
Spooky shit.
It's Halloween.
We hear Cora imitate a ghost. Boo!
Yes, the door just randomly opens. Kyle's just like
Fucking
eyes got
magic.
big. He's like, what the fuck?
I was like, I was like, what the?
I mean, ta-da!
Yeah. So Baron's not playing a mind melter with no arms. He's just playing himself with no arms. You know.
Yeah. All right, Tata, what are you doing?
I cast Warrior's Gift on the board.
Ooh,
Okay.
resistant.
I am going to give him, I believe it's called the Slugger Feat. I'm double checking this here real quick.
Back, get out of here.
Just imagine this
Magic and the psionic power.
Just imagine the voodoo priest just like, be blessed by the voodoo.
Baron, I can do it too. Is this your card?
No.
Holy fuck, it was. Not even close.
Is this your card?
Yeah, Joker's about right.
This year.
No, I pulled the 9 of fucking clubs, guys. You weren't paying attention. Just diamonds, bro.
Wait. Is this your card?
Shine bright like a heart.
Fuck! I'm surrounded by idiots.
Roll for disappointment.
Natural 20.
Crit it on a disappointment check.
Is that good or bad?
Double disappointment.
Double disappointment, yes. It's a critical hit.
Baron, is this it?
You're like
Oh.
30 seconds behind Andrew and everything.
Find it?
I did.
Okay.
I cast Frenzy on him.
What is oh
Okay.
shit. What does that do?
Frenzied fighters make fast and furious melee attacks, sacrificing finesse for raw speed. This allows them to make an additional fighting attack per round at a -2 penalty to all fighting rolls. This attack must be taken at the same time as other fighting attacks, although it may target any two foes adjacent to the heroes. Wild cards roll 2 fighting dice and 1 wild die. The -2 penalty is subtracted from all attacks.
Oh. So you basically have a negative, but you can hit multiple targets, which won't really help because he's only got 1 target, but...
No.
You don't know that.
No, he can hit that same target multiple times.
Oh, yeah.
And
So
it says
can...
the -2 penalty is subtracted from all attacks.
Oh, subtracted.
That's not a part of the wild to die. So basically, he gets a free attack.
Okay.
Free extra attack every round for the duration of this combat.
That'll work. All right, so...
Not that I'm doing any damage, apparently.
Oh, well, that particular hit. So now we're going to re-pull for initiative. Pull each round. Got a king. We'll need to have a tally or some.
Yeah, Spider-Man.
Got an 8.
Spider-Man.
8.
Look at that card.
Jack.
Wait, what?
Hello?
Hey, look, I got Baron's card, a 9 of clubs.
9. Wait, what was that? Jack? Okay. So we got Mavis, Kyle, Brad, Tunda, and then the Baron and the creature go at the same time. Baron's going to take another shot. Okay, so Mavis, what do you get? What are you doing?
Knight of 1,000 Jello shots.
Yeah.
Considering I've been booking it the whole way, am I within view
Yes.
Of what?
of the fight?
The scene. Yes, you were within shot of the scene. Yeah, I'll say you covered that distance.
Okay. Can I see what this thing is?
The
Do I
flaming
know?
horse dude.
Do I in general know its official title, etc., etc., etc.?
Roll me a knowledge arcana or a general smarts check.
Okay, I think I have knowledge arcana because I am wizard.
Knowledge, yes, something along those lines.
I am wizard, hear me roar.
Roar!
It's great.
Tony the Tiger's a fucking wizard?
You roar?
I was
How do
pretty
you think
sure
he can talk?
Because he's
What,
a
Mavis?
Rakasha.
After a d6
Rakasha.
explosion, I got an 8.
Raksasha.
Got an 8. Okay, so you managed to determine that this is a Kelpie.
Oh god! Kill it with fire! Do I have time to swing at it?
Trying.
Do I have time to swing at it with my sword?
You're not within melee range. You're within range combat range.
Okay, so can I shoot at it with my Derringer?
Yes.
Cool. What do I roll for that?
Brad,
It'd be shooting
Shooting. Okay.
look what I
backwards
got.
on my screen at least.
Oh, nice.
Guess where the next campaign's gonna be set?
Yes.
Where-
Wild die explosion.
In Top Order?
Yeah.
Really?
I thought
You
they were
You
going
get
to
2
a different
guesses, and if you
continent.
get any of them
No,
wrong, I'm
the
gonna
next
slap you.
campaign.
Mm.
All right, Mavis, what'd you get?
Total of 10.
Total of 10. All right. So you managed to hit him with your Derringer. Roll damage.
Let's see. The one I managed to get off of Google was agility plus 2d4. Is that correct?
Not for your agility. What, agility plus 2d4 for damage?
Yeah, that's what I found for a Derringer.
Yeah. Okay. Yes. Go for it.
Sweet. So d8.
And it'll be electrical because you made it shock damage, right?
Yes.
Oh, we lost Tunda.
Thunder now. So,
Tunda from down under.
Can somebody re-add him because I can't jump out of that screen.
I'm not friends with him, so.
total of 14.
Well, aren't you an asshole?
Hey, he didn't set my friend request. I mean, it's not my fault.
All right. So you see, it hit. It doesn't have a clear effect. So you hit it. With
He is offline.
Yeah, he's completely
crap.
off.
Oh,
His
so he just
internet
lost.
died.
Internet died. Tunda will be back. Actually, Tunda got a 10. So next up would have been Kyle. What are you doing?
All right. I want to run up and just claw attack it.
Get it.
Okay.
Claw
Go
attack it and bite it because I
Eat
took the two-fisted or whatever.
Oh yeah, because that was your For your edge?
Yeah, my edge.
Okay, so go for it. You're gonna bite it and then bat it with your tail?
No, claws and bite.
Okay, claws and bite. Okay.
He's gonna cat it, grab it, and just bite the crap out of it.
Exactly.
Yes.
All right. Let's see what this roll. It's gonna be a fighting. So am I gonna roll 3 attacks then, and just 1 wild die? Is that the
Yeah, 1 wild die. You'd roll your
2 attacks? And then a wild
3
die?
of your dice, and then and then whichever one is lower,
Gotcha.
you'll add the wild die too.
I got
Wild die
1.
succeeds.
I got a 2. So let's
This
do a
isn't gonna
wild
work.
die for. Got a 3 and a 2.
So you managed to miss.
All right. I think on my turn, I'm gonna actually go and save their asses.
The guards aren't coming. Hey, the guards aren't coming this way, are they? Are they just coming?
No, they're not coming out. No, they know better than to come out into the dark woods. They're gonna stay near the walls. If something comes near it, they'll shoot it.
They must protect the wall.
Yeah, their job is to protect the wall.
Brothers of the Night's Watch.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So next up, I believe, was Tunda. Try jumping him back in and see if he's online.
He's
still.
not online. He is still offline.
How do you text him?
Yeah, text him. See what's up.
I for sure don't have his phone number.
Nor do I.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
he just
no, he's
came on.
Back on. Okay.
Hey, I am friends with him on Skype actually.
Tunda, welcome back.
Yep.
All right, so it's your turn actually.
Thank
So what are you going to be doing? The dragon just tried to swipe at it with its teeth and claws and missed all around.
So what did Mavis say it was?
Kelpie.
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 What the is a kelpie?
Out of
I
most
tell you, but
D&D
I'm not
things-
there.
Out of most D&D things, it's a fairy horse that drags you to the bottom of lakes and eats you and leaves your innards on the beach.
I'm glad.
Alright.
I'm glad I didn't make friends with it. Seems like not a cool thing.
They've been like,
Or a very cool
"Hey,
thing
you
if I was
wanna
Palpatine."
go for a swim?
You just
Yeah, the thing is, their coats are basically like glue. If you even pet it, it can drag you down. You have to like chew off.
hey,
them.
boogeyman,
Yeah, what's up, bud?
We need you to just come scare some shit.
do you know what a kelpie is?
Yeah, it's a dangerous DB monster that is
That.
it's kind of a pain in the ass to deal with.
Do you want to kill it?
No, not. Are you guys near a body of water?
No.
You should be good. Are you asking for help without actually asking for help?
We're gonna go with
Maybe.
yes. The power of voodoo doesn't compel you. I don't know what it is. You're just weird.
Yeah, I'm on my way.
Is it? Yeah, it is
Thanks.
Wait, is
All right.
this thing legitimately a fairy creature? Because I know fairy weakness.
You're assuming.
Iron.
No
Fairies
fire.
are weak
That's-
to cold iron.
If these follow that, but which they don't. Just
Dang
it
So
is
then
fair. It is fair.
After I call, I go.
Nail gun.
Thundercats.
Hmm.
Thundercats. You gotta throw up a sign, you know. We have to be like name our group.
Sight beyond sight.
Yeah.
All right. No, I'm good. That's all I need.
Okay.
Oh, you're calling to him. Okay.
Yep. I made my call.
All right. So next up, I believe, was Brad.
Yeah.
You hang up
So
on
you said its hide is sticky. So does that mean I can't withdraw my sword?
No, it just you penetrated in just like slightly. It did damage, but just not a lot, so it didn't penetrate deeply.
All right. Well, I go
You gotta
again.
go for maximum penetration, sir.
Yes.
All right. So I go again. So I do. But you said I get 2 attacks. So I roll 2 d12s
Yep. Well,
and then
yeah.
a d6.
Yep.
Got some stuff in your beard, Tunda.
You got it.
Okay.
Thank you.
Well, let's see. Okay, so I got an 11, but you said it's a -2 on each attack, right?
Yeah.
All right, so I got a 9 and a 3.
Still hits.
You hit.
Yeah.
Roll damage.
But just on one, right?
Get it.
Right. All the boxes are fixed. Bring up. again, or are they fine now?
No, we're good.
Okay, so one, let's see, was a. No, I got 20 damage that time.
Okay. That's for each one, or because you hit twice, right?
Oh, I thought a 3 didn't hit. I thought you had to get a 4.
Oh no, three missed. So the one missed, one hit. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
That one did some damage. That one hit it. And it's like, it reels down. It's still it managed to put itself out. By the way.
Duck and roll. Duck and roll.
Yeah. Yeah, but you managed to take a hit it in the shoulder and kind of just put a gash in there. It's kind of reels back and it's kind of running. Baron, it is you and the Kelpies. What are you doing?
All right, so I'm going to go ahead and go outside, hop on my wingboard, and fly out to join them.
Okay, so you can cover that distance pretty quick on the wingboard.
Okay. Do I see the Kelpie in the flame-lit areas?
Not yet. You manage on your wingboard. You manage to cover the distance you get within shot. You'll be able to attack next round at this point because you have to cover the distance. Because you have to cover part of the town and then the woods. So, what do I need to adjust? By the way, I can't.
Your window. You can see the call options on the overlay.
Scoot you up a little bit.
Oh no,
down.
I can't. Oh.
Your window. Your croppiness is options on the overlay.
Scoot you up a little bit.
Oh, croppiness is up.
down.
I can't.
Crappiness is up.
Croppiness is options on the overlay.
Scoot you up a little bit.
Oh, croppiness is up.
Crappy.
Oh god, I got an echo.
Crappiness is up.
Oh god.
There you go.
Okay, the croppiness is on the croppiness is on the croppiness is on the. Okay, sorry, it's freaking me out. All right. So
freaking out, man.
But you do see if you have any ranged attacks you'd like to do, you're within eye shot of it.
That's what I was gonna check because I do have ranged attacks. All right, so then I am gonna go ahead and hit it with onslaught.
Okay.
So quick. Just pull up the spell for me real quick.
I
Give me
guess
some-
my plan of nonchalantly going and drinking out in the forest and coming back to town in the morning as an old man that survived is a little bit waylaid right now.
Yeah.
That plan is shot. What are you talking about?
I have a salvaging plan for it, but we'll see if we get there.
All right, onslaught. We're gonna go ahead and instant duration. So let's take a look here.
It also depends if the Borg has ever wanted to have the nickname of Dragon Killer. I got a plan. It's as convoluted as a dragon hiding behind a tree.
Right. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the onslaught here. So I'm gonna do the 4th bolts. So I'm gonna do all 4 of them at the power points. I'm gonna use 8 power points. And so that is going to here bolt. Fire additional bolts do not count. Do not occur attack penalties. Nice. And okay, so points. I got to roll to hit. So
Doesn't have cover, so they're just a straight roll.
Straight roll. Okay.
So difficulty 4, basically.
6, 4, miss, and 8. So 3 of them hit.
Okay. Roll damage.
11 mega damage on the first bolt.
Nice.
16 on the second.
Okay.
And 12 mega damage on the third.
How do you want to do this, sir?
Damn.
As I fly over, I'm like, I just put my hand out. I'm like, shoot all 3 bolts down, splatter it, and then you guys hear me. I'm like, oh, what would you guys do without me? And head back to town.
The people in the town have not seen you yet, Kyle, at this point, although they very easily could if they came out to search.
Okay.
I would like to take a moment to look at him and go, hide.
But I had a stupid convoluted plan.
Hi.
I'm just waiting for Cal to pick back up the fucking busted tree and pull it back.
Hide behind it.
No, it was much more convoluted. It involved the Borg grabbing around my neck like he was trying to kill me to save the old man from my stomach. Much more convoluted.
Yeah, the body is still intact on the ground. It's laying there with holes through it, but it's still there, so you can see the Pippin laying on the ground, amongst the smoldering trees.
Yeah, I want to go hide.
Yeah. What are you seriously doing the final countdown? Really? I gotta cut that. I gotta cut that out of the YouTube video. God damn it! I know that's copyrighted like a motherfucker. All right. So yeah, you guys managed to get. Do you guys grab the body or do you leave it out there?
I kind of want to examine it, but probably not.
You just
fly back.
You fly back and land, right? Okay.
Yeah, I'm like, next time, I was like the guards. I'm like, it's all taken care of. You're all good.
Or don't put it on the douche tube, the land of Disney dirtbaggery. Way to insult our livelihood, Krigor. I appreciate it.
Well,
Dude.
to be fair, it's not really our livelihood at this point.
All right, so you managed to go out into the woods and find a place to kind of curl up and hide for the evening.
Get
you
back
guys,
to my nap that got so rudely interrupted.
I look over at one of the guards. I'm like, hey, by the way, is any of your people here a Kelpie?
no.
Oh, jeez.
Okay, good. Just want to make sure we didn't kill another one of your guys' people and head inside.
Fucking dick.
Is y'all found a Kelpie? What?
The guards look at each other like, he killed some of our people?
Yeah, that was more important than the Kelpie.
They haven't heard about it yet. Like, Bob's not coming back?
Look at the kid.
widow.
I told you.
Yeah. The kid's like, oh, that's all you hear.
Aw.
All you see is a crying bug.
But don't let the Borg see you cry.
Don't let the Borg see you, period.
Okay, so you guys are... Okay, so are you guys just coming in without the Kelpie body, or are you leaving the Kelpie body out there?
I'd say we should probably bring it in.
Yeah, bring it back.
You never know what it could attract.
So you did do non-lethal dragging damage?
It's already dead.
Exactly, so it's non-lethal.
All right, so so Kago's running off in the woods like a lunatic to hide and sleep. You guys come in dragging this. I'm assuming Brad would be the one to carry it because he's the only one that can pretty much lift this thing. Pretty hefty creature.
Hefty.
You guys come walking in, you see the Borg dragging in a Kelpie, just drop her on the ground. They're like, "What the fuck is that?"
That is a Kelpie.
Oh, was that what caused all that explosion and fire and shit?
Yes.
Yes.
I'm like, this is what happens when people like that guy, just put him to random guard, have too much to drink and get cozy in the stables, okay? So, don't.
What does the guard do?
Or it's like,
You're framing.
he's like, "What the fuck did I do?" Like, it's the same guard, too. Like, he's yelling at the same guy. The guy's just like, "What the fuck did I do to that guy?" By the way, you're still, like, you forgot to put your helmet on. It's still sitting at the bar. You were drinking.
Right.
He's like, "What is Scarface McFucking Uglyface got a problem with me?" What?
Hey, I'm pretty on the inside. Fuck you.
Yeah, you sound like a totally pretty personality there, buddy.
Got real nice arms, bud.
I make him punch himself in the face.
Stop hitting yourself.
Sounds like a mind melter thing to do. Just like, I'm gonna make you punch yourself in the face. Stop hitting yourself. Stop hitting yourself.
I'm like, stop hitting yourself.
You just like
Alright.
look at him, narrow your eyes, and BAM!
All right, guys. So with that,
It's like, what did I do?
with that, guys, that is where we are gonna end for the evening. So I want to thank
Guard
everybody.
punching himself in the face.
Guard punching him. So that's where we're gonna stop for the evening, guys. On the next episode, we'll go on our journey to try and rescue the pilot. You guys choose to accept that mission. and then from there we'll see what happens next time. But until then,
We'll
watch
find
us.
out if the dragon gets a full night's rest.
And remember, if you think you can do it and you have the bennies for it, you can hide behind a tree no matter how big you are.
Or if the cyborg sees any of the bugs in town.
You're gonna
Just
kill
use
us.
your dreams and imaginations, but don't forget your bennies.
Imagination.
It's the land of imagination, Charlie.
Oh god.
Imagination land.
So on that note, I want to. Are we in the jungle, right?
God.
So we're gonna. I'd like to appreciate everybody for watching. If you guys want to see more, these episodes or the past episodes, they're all on the YouTube channel of apparently Figure calls it the Douche Tube Land of Disney Baggery or Dirt Baggery. But yeah, on the YouTube channel, which is youtube.com/defortification. Otherwise, you can catch us every week here at 6:30 on Pacific Standard Time on Sundays. And then also on Fridays, you can watch us on Thaco, where Baron is DMing that game. It's a Dungeons & Dragons game every Friday night at between 8 and 8:30.
But remember, that game hasn't had a ninja dragon
Yet.
yet. Fair point.
Please don't let it have a ninja dragon.
That's kind of a
Baron
risk
taking notes over
thing.
there. Add ninja dragon.
No.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Dragons.
It's just as bad as that show was.
Oh. Everybody got
Take
quiet.
that back.
Did you see how fucking cold
take
stared you
that
just
back.
got?
So I actually enjoyed that show too.
He just
It's
talked
rhyme.
shit on Ninja Turtles. This one's like, Kyle's dead to us.
Well,
Next week,
I'm fairly
next week they'll find out the dragon's no longer part of the cast, as neither is Kyle. Oh.
well, I'm
Talk
fairly
shit
sure it'll
about
take a
Ninja
little bit of
Turtles.
effort for any of you guys to get to me, especially the Borg.
So guys, catch us next time. We'll catch you. And by the way, happy Halloween, everybody.
Happy Halloween!
Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween.
Remember,
Happy
don't touch
Halloween.
any demon horses. They'll drown you, apparently.
All right, good night, guys, and see you next time.
Don't trust those trees.
Minions of the Megaverse.
Cast out by the devil, I got fire in my bones. I'm burdened with the black heart and cursed and wrong. I feel the sunshine, it's cold on my face. Forbidden fruit on my tongue, it's sweet to the taste. And you can try and kill me, try and con me.